recording. That's good. Oh yeah. And then I'll say this. And the other thing, I also got the wireless keyboard and mouse. So
Move, dude. Absolute move.
So then, like when we're doing this, I don't even need to get up for that. I can just switch to that. Like go to Safari, type in whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That
Dude, that's awesome, bro.
It
It looks so good. I love it.
Thank you. Thank you. The only
Going up.
bad thing is this table is wobbly as fuck.
Mm.
I'm gonna put this down there.
Yeah, just wherever. I don't care.
For now, I don't want it to fall and break.
Welcome back to the Pat
Yeah,
Pod.
I feel bad. I didn't end up posting any of the shorts from our other podcast because
it's cool.
when I ran them through the thing is smart in a lot of ways, like the AI thing that makes the clips. But it's not. It doesn't always show the camera the way it should. And we had, I don't know if you remember this, but we had like random stuff playing in the background. Remember, I was like, oh, let's try this. Hopefully, like we had just like random skateboard videos.
Oh,
in the
yes.
back,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
And like the AI would have like our face on top and the skateboarding on the bottom or something. But it didn't. It just like cut up the visuals so weird, and it would be like
Oh, really?
half our face and it was just
Half.
like,
Oh, yeah. Like the
terrible
skateboarding and shit.
quality
Yeah.
content, you know what I mean? So
Mhm.
like, all right, it's
Worth an effort. No, I always see that shit everywhere. Like the
really
half,
bad.
like what is it?
split screen or whatever.
Yeah, and it does like I see
the cars.
yeah, or I see like what's that app, bro? Oh my god, that game, Subway Surfers. Like I see that shit all the time, and then like you know, whatever video. But I hate that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like it gets so cluttered, but
Yeah.
you know,
I
but
feel
it's
like
huge.
It looks good if it's like organized.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when it was like, I mean, I'm sure I could pull some up, but it was like terrible. Just where, because it only picks like a sliver of this frame, and where it chose to show was like terrible.
Oh,
But
okay.
if it's just us, it knows like, I don't know how it knows. It must be able to tell by our mouths, but it knows where to show the camera based on who's talking.
Oh, really? Yeah, that's so cool, bro.
Yeah. Do you want a beer?
Yeah, sure,
Do you
100%.
want a Corona or Stateside?
Don't matter to me. Dealer's
What
choice.
do you prefer?
Corona. That's fine. Screw it.
Gotcha.
Gotta get a haircut, bro.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
My shit's it's getting crazy.
I don't know if that is busting right
Welcome
there.
back. Yeah, yeah.
Do you have that bottle?
Yes, I do actually.
Yeah, this table is good. It's like a good size, but I am nervous just because this thing is stiff to adjust. Like,
Yeah.
way stiffer than that one.
Definitely
I don't know
tough.
why. I guess just they're different brands. But it like shakes the shit out of the table, so I'm nervous it's gonna like knock stuff over.
Oh, that's true. Well, why is it even wobbling?
I think it's just like an old ass table.
Yeah, probably.
That's why I put my big cup of water down there. I was like,
Not risking it. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Cheers, bud.
Cheers.
This is fucking good.
So good. I know, right? It's a Corona Light too. Recently,
Way better than normal.
yeah, I know. Recently, I've been really fucking with the Corona Extras, bro. They're
Dude,
so
me
good.
too.
They're so good.
They're definitely. I feel like as you get older, it's inevitable to go from whatever beer light to
Yeah, yeah. To like
actual.
the normal shit. Yeah.
Do you want to go on your phone and get the link for this and send it?
Oh,
in the
yes.
Snap group
Yeah.
chat, Just because I can't send it in the Snap thing
Come watch
on my
the
phone.
pod.
I texted some of my friends at school that we were doing it. So hopefully we'll get it.
That's probably so loud. I was like breathing in the mic, dude.
ASMR,
Yeah.
ASMR. What am I trying to do? Trying to go to your channel. It should be alive. Tap out number 10. Live.
There he is. You know, it's really coming together. You got the for you. You have the videos and then the shorts on the bottom.
Right, yeah.
Building your
Building the what?
the channel. Yeah. All right, let's see.
Camera does look crooked though. I think I'm gonna try to fix that.
Maybe a little bit. I don't know. I gotta look at the pod. The pod. I really wonder how loud it is when I get real close to the mic like that.
You can turn it up all the way on your phone.
Yeah. Next, you gotta invest in the
That looks
headphones.
fine, right?
Yeah, it looks good.
I don't need a. I always like I gotta get it perfect.
No, I like that though.
No one fucking really watches.
Maybe not now, but soon, bro.
Now, yeah, maybe one.
Stay consistent.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
I think I was thinking I should set like a schedule like every Saturday, and if I can't get a guest for Saturday for whatever reason, then
you should think about doing solo
Yeah.
pod. Yeah, dude.
I think it's fun. I should do it.
I honestly, like obviously the more people that you have like chatting and shit. It's more fun because you're actually like talking to them and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But it could be like you just kind of maybe during the week you write down a couple topics on like a notepad or something and then just talk about them.
Yeah.
You know, if you're doing a solo pod, you know,
Yeah.
um,
Totally.
or whatever's on your mind. Because I find that it's I don't know. It's just like I used to watch. I think I talked about this last time I was here. The Chris D'Elia's podcast, and he's a solo podcaster, and yeah, that it's just like honestly like enjoyable to listen to.
Just like entertaining.
Yeah, exactly. And
That's-
I don't know. It gets to be like not too crowded sometimes. Like sometimes when there's not that like having two people is it's like that's the normal way to do a pod. But sometimes just one person talking is like so much better than having two people and then like the crew because you know how some people have
true. Yeah,
it's just more like personal, I guess.
Yeah, it's just like the inside. Like I feel like especially with Theo Vaughn.
Yeah, his is so
solo
good.
episodes
Yeah,
are
so
fucking
good.
funny.
Yeah, they can really
It's like a
shine, bro.
stream of content.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
But nah, man, I think you definitely should just grind it out, you know.
Yeah, I did the solo episode one time, and I went into it with zero plan whatsoever, and I just like looked stuff up on Reddit, and it was actually interesting because I would like, I mean I will sometimes, but not often am I like, all right, I'm just gonna sit and go on the internet and like when I see a crazy story, like actually try to figure out what's going on, and just like, wow, that's a crazy tweet, you know, which is what I would normally.
Yeah, no.
If I'm just like casually browsing most of the time.
And it's definitely, I mean, difficult to like find a niche or like something like to do, you know.
Just keep talking. Like I realized as I was doing it, I was like, fuck. Like at first I was just sitting there talking, and after like 5 minutes, I was like, all right, I need to like do something.
Yeah.
So
it's tough, man.
Looking online, I could just like read out loud whatever I was seeing, even if it was uninteresting.
Yeah, and like I mean, your pod is just like talking. You know what I mean? It's not like a certain like you know how topic or something.
Like genre.
Yeah. You're just like doing interviews, but I think that's really good because if you keep blowing up, like just keep going, like eventually you can just interview anybody, like a Joe Rogan thing, you know?
I want to get enough views where I can ask. It doesn't even need to be someone like. I mean, it definitely won't be someone people know off the bat. It's not like I'm gonna get like fucking Jordan Peterson in here or something. That would be fucking crazy.
That'd be just email, like I'll let you know. Yeah, I think that's a move.
Yeah. But like just like anyone, like random people you see on YouTube that like also so many random cool videos, and these people don't have like a ton of subscribers. Like
that's true.
Send them a message and be like,
yeah. Or just like or I mean I don't know how people would feel like or what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know how people would kind of feel about it, but like you could just go to I don't know any like if you're interested in animal conservation or something, go to a zoo or something and talk to be like, hey, get on my pod or something, just like email around.
Like random people who know shit about a
certain topic. Yes, exactly, and then you can just talk about it, no matter, and just have a few notes or whatever. Dude, that's the move. I think that's it.
Yeah.
And obviously upgrading and shit as you keep going. That's capture
it.
card, headphones.
Because if I try to do 3 people, it gets.
Yeah, how do you even do it?
What'd you say?
Like, how do you even do 3 people?
I've done it before, but you just have to like share a mic. But then it's not great quality because most of the time when someone starts talking, people don't instantly hand over the mic. Because it's not normal. It's not like a natural thing. Like I was sitting here talking, someone else started talking. It's normal to just sit and listen.
Listen instead of moving over.
And then I don't want to butt in and be like, hey, pass the mic every time.
Yeah, I get that. Just frustrating.
But then if I don't do that, then
nobody can hear.
You can barely hear the other person.
Yeah.
So it's like
it's tough, man.
I guess I could just get a third mic, but
I don't even know how you would set it up. Like this is good. Like, but how would you even set up a third mic? Like, right? So it's like,
this setup,
chill vibes. Because it's just like this is perfect for a 2 people pod.
This is perfect for 2 people pod, and I think maybe from now on I will just start doing 2 people only.
Yeah, I mean that's a good move. But if you have, or you could just like still have 3 people or whatever. But yeah, like still center it around the 2 people, right? And then like you can have people in the back or on the side or whatever, and still talking. Yeah. But have one person like that you're mainly talking to, I guess,
True. Yeah, that is very true.
But yeah.
But yeah, the good thing about the desk was you could like, but then also with 3 people podcast, it's like if we're talking about a particular thing and we're like vibing on it, and we talk about it for like 2-3 minutes, whatever, and the other person like doesn't know much about what we're talking about or whatever the case, they're out of the conversation for that amount of time, which is fine. They don't need to be involved every second.
But
then they
yeah,
tend to like look at their phone. Now they're scrolling. Then you know what I mean?
it's just like not everybody is fully engaged. I
think
get you.
it's way better without the phones.
Oh, totally agree, bro. I mean, it can definitely be hard, you know. I mean, just coming on here and figuring out as you go, you know.
Yeah.
But I think that's the fun about it. You
Yeah,
just kind of like get lost in a subject or something, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Those are the fun ones where like we just have a couple beers and it's been a couple times and then just
hang out, bro.
Yeah, hang out, talk about.
Yeah, that's the move, bro.
Crazy shit.
How's work though?
It's been pretty good.
Anything new?
When was it last time? Have we seen each other since I started work?
Yeah, once I think, and I think it was probably the last time we did this pod. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been good. I'm done like all my training shit, which is good. It definitely is a big learning curve because, like, my whole job is basically like 3D modeling.
Yeah.
Of parts for the aircraft, so I've used 3D modeling stuff before, but not to the same. Like the stuff I've used is more simplified than the system they use there, and so it's like I need to learn the new system, which is just naturally a learning curve, but also I need to learn the system and do it at like a very high and organized
level
of doing it, which just like those two things combined, learning, because in school, even if we're using like an more advanced program, it would be like, all right, here's a shape, go make it.
Yeah. It's like simple shit.
Yeah, simple shit. Yeah, exactly. And even if it was like a complex shape, it was just like, here's the shape, go and make it, or like make something that works for this, and then if it works, great. But here it's like, okay, make it, but then you have to figure out the exact type of metal it is.
Yeah, that's tough, dude.
So there's like 1,000 different types of rivets and screws and bolts.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know how you do that in general, man. It's so tough, dude.
And then they're like you'll ask someone who knows what they're doing, they're like, yeah, in this case, you're going to want to use like rivet BACRs. And I'm like, how'd you do that? He's like, it's just from time, like you'll learn. But then the next thing comes along and I'm just like, all right, pick a fastener. And I'm like,
I don't know. Yeah.
About it, and I asked, they just told me because they know.
They know. Yeah, that's true, bro. Like, how do you learn? Like, yeah, that's true, man. Damn.
So definitely a learning curve, but it's good. At first, I was very frustrated, but
I would be too. Like, when you were in college, did you use a lot of different programming? Or not programming. What am I saying? Like software.
I did use a good bit of it because my one job that I had for a year was pretty much all that. And I took I took 3 classes actually on a more advanced one, so I was pretty good at that one. But again, it was just like make this shape, and with the new one, it's all the same concepts, kind of like. You make a 2D thing like a square or circle, and then you give it a height or whatever.
Right.
And there's like obviously way more. It can get more complicated than that, but the names of the tools and the specifics of how they work are different.
That's definitely got to be hard.
It's like the same. It's like almost like coding languages.
Yeah.
Like they work the same, but the
details are different. I see.
Different.
Yeah.
I think I don't know enough about coding to say.
No, that's pretty much right. Yeah.
It feels like that.
Yeah. No.
But I got decent at. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good. I was just gonna expand. Are you, when you go into work, are you working on like a project every day, and you have you go in, do your work, and then you have like, okay, tomorrow I'm gonna work on this part of it. Like, do you have a goal that you're working towards?
Yeah. So there's these things called task sheets, is what they call them, and it's basically a sheet that could just have one task on it, or it could have like 4 tasks on it.
Right.
Like, for example, the one thing was I needed to make, like, a bracket that they would plug, it's kind of cool, like a big machine gun into, and you have to make, like, the actual part, what is it going to look like? Then you need to make the next level up, which is, okay, how are they going to make just that part? The first one's like, this is what it looks like, this is the size. Next level is, how are they going to make that part?
Oh, okay.
And then the next one up is how are they going to install it
Into
the aircraft.
right. Okay.
But it's all in the 3D modeling thing. It's just like a
Yeah.
weird, like how do you explain how to install something when it's a shape?
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that.
But this is like a simpler version.
Damn.
I should actually share my screen real quick. But I'll show you. I did make one, but it didn't turn out well. This is it. This thing, remember how it wouldn't screw in right?
Yeah.
I tried for like hours to get it to screw in right, and it couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
So then I like 3D printed this thing, and the idea was that it would sit around here and like hold it in place.
Yeah.
But I made it slightly too small, and it all broke apart the second I put it on. So I need to make it a little bigger.
Trial and error.
But what I'm gonna do instead of that is this, and I think this will look so dope on.
This is cool, bro.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. There's like a bunch of different shit. Like
I could just imagine how like confusing it is the first time you've ever done it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how lost were you when you started doing this? Like,
so confused.
Like I would have lost my patience so quickly.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, I have. My roommate's name was Tanner, and he was into Fortnite. So like, this trophy, best Tanner ever. Make like simple shit like I don't know why this isn't loading up. Oh, there we go. Like an ashtray that has like the pick thing in the middle.
That's so cool.
Where was the thing I was trying to find?
How did you like know you wanted to do this too? Was it like a class in high school that you kind of, or was it like once you got to college you were like, oh, okay.
Once I did it a little bit in college, I was like, oh, it's I got more into it, like just making my own stuff when I got the 3D printer, because then it's like, oh, you want to make something that's like smaller than that size, you know what I mean? Like then you just can. So what I was gonna do though is make like a box that'll go like from here to here, like on like how they have on like TV mics, you know what I mean?
That would be sick, bro.
Right?
Yeah,
and it says Pat Pot on it.
Yo,
but
you should do that, bro.
But I only started doing this today, and then I was like, and that would take like 18 hours to print or something, so I didn't want to start it and have it like squeaking in the background.
Wow, we're doing the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. So then I was like, all right, I need to make something that's quicker to print. That was when I did this thing that was supposed to be like hug the mic like this.
Yeah, and just keep it in place. Like
and literally just like hold it in place, but it obviously didn't work out. But yeah, that's the gist of that.
And do you use like this? This is what you use for work?
No, this is like a tricycle, and at work we would use like a high-speed momotorcycle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like way better. I can only imagine
way
what,
more
like,
advanced.
The actual
like what
3D printers and shit that you have there. Like, is that like that's probably crazy, dude? Yeah. That's awesome though.
They have like really big, fancy printers.
Shit, yeah.
But some of them, it's not even like that much more crazy. It's just there's so many. You can do so many more little specific things. But just like for an example, I think a license for this program, I have it for free through school, which actually might expire soon because I don't want to pay for it.
Yeah, I can imagine it being expensive.
Yeah. But I think those licenses are like a couple hundred a year, and the ones that we use at work are like $60,000 a year.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, so it just goes to show how like in depth they are.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And think it's $60,000 for one license for a year, and
Jesus Christ, $60,000.
$110,000.
Yo, that is crazy.
Not all of them probably use it.
Yeah.
Every day, and I'm sure they have some bulk discount type thing, but
gotta be, because that's crazy, man. Holy shit, $60,000.
I know, right?
I can only imagine, dude.
I don't know why this thing's not going away.
What thing?
This bar at the bottom.
Oh, does it normally? Oh yeah, it does actually.
Oh wait, there's a way. Is it this?
Hmm.
Control command. There's a way to like switch between windows with a keyboard.
Oh, you can do Alt Tab, but
Alt Tab? Is that
yeah, but that should switch the but if you have them in a different like window thing. It's weird. Like or if you have them in like a separate window, like you can't switch tabs with Alt Tab. It's like a. Or maybe Mac is different, bro. I don't know.
Option tab.
Oh yeah, that's gotta be it.
Fuck.
Didn't work.
What was it? Fuck, no, I can't read this.
Switch between windows. I'm saying that.
Plus.
Command.
Nope.
Oh. For your first question, blah blah blah. Your answer. Alt N. The title key is Alt N, which returns. Seems to be the. Bro, what?
It's literally like
What?
I used to know it. It was just like.
Yeah, I only know on Windows or whatever. Stack Overflow, dude. I used to use this website. It has code on it and shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I started school again this semester and
How's that going so far?
dude, 3 brutal classes. It's bio. PropStat is honestly really easy. I like hate math, but like probability and statistics. That's like
That's not bad.
yeah, it's actually not bad. Which like I normally hate math, but it's like very I don't know. It's not like algebra, you know what I mean? So it's like different.
It's more like variables.
Yeah. So that's like chill, but other one I have is a programming course. I literally am at the end of the degree. I have like 4 programming courses that I'm gonna do. It's like 2 next semester and then 2 in summer, and I'm done.
Wow.
Yeah, thank God, bro.
Man.
But yeah, like I have bio, which is like 3.5 hours.
Biology.
Yeah, 3.5 hours, and it's like basic bio, like bio 101, like you know, like so it's not like too bad, but fuck, dude, it's such a long class. Yeah, so boring.
How many days a week is it?
Only 2, which is good. So it's just Monday and Wednesday, but every Monday and Wednesday I have all 3 of my classes, and it goes from 10 to 5. So it's not terrible, but you know, full day on campus pretty much.
They're all in person.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna do. I learned my lesson, man, from back at the pandemic. I did like all my classes were obviously online, but I found like I would get into a class and just start playing like Destiny back in the day and shit, and I would just be like not even paying attention. So I felt like I needed to put myself in the classroom to actually like learn and shit, even though it's like so much harder, you know.
If you go to class and don't pay attention, you're gonna pick up
Way more than if I'm sitting there playing a game. Totally agree with you, bro.
Even if you're distracted, you're in class and you kind of have to listen.
Yeah.
Like just subconsciously, but.
And I feel like I want to listen more, like when I'm in class.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it's just when I'm at home, I just get so bored sitting at the
Just
desk,
a
dude.
voice on the screen.
Yeah, exactly. I just couldn't do
Can't
it.
see their face.
Certain classes I think are fine online, but yeah, like a class like biology, I want to be in person so I can like work on shit with like you know other people around me and shit. So it's like more of a collaborative thing.
Totally. Yeah, some subjects it's more valuable for.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Getting that done at the end of the road here. I'm excited, bro.
That is exciting.
Get that full-time job.
Craziness. What are your programming classes?
Right now I'm taking a basic level, like it's like one of the first, I forget, 111 or something. I don't remember the actual number, but yeah, super basic and shit that I've mainly already done. It's just I'm working in
Python, Java.
Yeah, Java. It's all Java now. I worked in a little bit of Java back in like when I went to LaSalle University for like a year, and then I was like, fuck this. And that was like pandemic, and then I took a year off. And when I was at LaSalle, I took a programming course that worked a little bit in Java. But before that, I was in high school, and I was working with like C++ and like really just pretty basic languages. And now like, you know, getting really into Java, and then next semester I think it's going to be like only up from there. You know what I mean? Like still, I don't know if it'll be a different language, but more advanced shit in Java. Yeah, but that's like the end of the road, bro. Like we get past these 4 classes, and then degree's gone, and I'm just fucking getting some full-time job and getting an apartment, man. I just can't wait to like start moving, you know what I mean? But yeah, and I'll probably still work at Whole Foods, even just like a day or 2 on the weekends, yeah, just to pick up extra money, bro. Also, Connor and I are thinking about going to see Christian in like early October, maybe mid October if you're around. I don't know what's going on. I know it's a little bit farther out, but I want to start putting that on people's radar.
I would, but I'm going to Columbia, South Carolina,
Mm.
October 4th for like they're having like an alumni weekend.
Oh, that's so sick.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be dope.
But I do want to go, but
That's
I don't want
tough.
to spend money on flights.
Oh my God, having to go there and then yeah. I don't blame you, bro. And there's always gonna be other times. I mean, I don't know how many. Like, I don't think we're gonna have all the boys come with because like he only has so much space. You know what I mean? That's what I was thinking about.
We should go sometime in the spring too.
So down.
It'll be nicer there way before it's nice here.
Here,
So, like,
yeah, that's
when
true.
It's just getting into spring here, we can go down there and it'll feel like
Yeah,
summer.
that's true, bro. Yeah, no, I'm definitely excited. We'll make plenty of trips down there too. I have no doubt. Also, do want to go see Grady in Colorado, bro.
Yeah.
I'm still butthurt. I missed the last
We were
one.
talking about maybe going sometime around Christmas. Would that work for you? Because
Mhm.
I'm off work Christmas Eve till New Year's Day.
I got a bunch of money stacked up, so I'm good to go.
Fuck yeah.
I'm ready to go.
All right.
You know.
We're talking like me, Drew, and Grady. You've met Drew.
Yeah,
before, right?
yeah. He's cool.
Yeah, he is cool. Yeah, it was just us three talking about it one time. But
Mhm.
Drew had mentioned it another time or two after that, so I know he's like definitely thinking about it.
Grady has an actual like house, right? Or so he has way more space and shit. Yeah.
We could like all crash on his couch.
That's cool.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know what his. I know he signed for like another year,
Mhm.
but they're like trying to get out of it because he has this weird roommate. Have you heard it all about his roommate?
Yeah, vaguely. I just heard. I don't know what I heard. Maybe I heard one time he was like freaking out about a plant or something. That's all I really remember though.
He like freaks out about little shit, and like they've got like a bunch of sponges around the sink for like different stuff.
Okay, interesting. All right, yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Crazy shit. So I think he and his other roommate, the third roommate, were gonna try to get out of there, but
How did they meet this kid? Was it just through?
it was like a friend of a friend, I think.
Okay.
But they didn't know him well. But he was very cool. I met him like for like one day when I was there, and it was before he lived there. He was like about to move in, and he like, came to stop by or whatever. And he seemed like a very nice, normal kid, I guess. Just like
You don't really see the true.
yeah. It takes a while to really know.
Yeah, that's true.
But
Yeah, damn, bro. Yeah, I remember him talking about that a little bit though.
yeah, and there's like some other weird shit.
I believe it. Yeah.
I mean, we're not saying anyone's names, but he's like, he's trans. Yeah, yeah. Now you remember.
I'm not gonna say names, but almost just did. But I remember, you know, I don't know if this is the same kid, but apparently, like, it uses different like pronouns or something, or was that? I don't know if that. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
He went from guy to girl, but he still has a dick, and his girlfriend went from girl to guy.
Oh Jesus Christ!
It's normal sex, but like they have normal sex, and supposedly it's loud and it wakes other people up. It's normal sex,
crazy.
but he's the girl and she's the guy. Like it's so.
That's so
it's
crazy,
not
man.
you know what I mean? I don't know, it's
Look,
just-
yeah, you can do whatever you want, but like, why would you want to like make it so confusing? I mean, I guess maybe you don't choose that, but
I think it is. If we're gonna like go down this rabbit hole, I feel like it is. And don't get me wrong, there's definitely people who are legit trans and feel like they're born in
the wrong sex,
There's,
yeah.
like, excuse me, Native American stories of like, I can't remember what the word they use, like dual spirited people who were like guys and girls, and they were like very respected, but
I see.
There definitely is like
Yeah.
people who have that situation, but I think now it's gotten so like contorted and convoluted where it's like a thing to be praised. If
That's
you're
true.
trans. So now people who like are unsure how they feel about themselves in one way or another, giving them the benefit of the doubt, they're like are unsure about how they feel about themselves, and they feel like maybe it's that, so they go down that path because
That's
you know,
true.
they'll be accepted for it.
Yeah,
Or
that's
maybe it's
okay. That's a good
some
point.
people it's as sinister as like they're annoying and people don't really
Like them, so
and
they.
so
Oh
they do it to,
nah,
like,
yeah,
I mean, it's,
yeah. I didn't even think about that.
people do crazy shit, you know.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I definitely agree, man. I mean, oh, always appreciate you. Yeah, no, I think it's a really tough subject, and as I get older, I feel like it's even harder to talk about because you really don't want to step on anybody's toes,
yeah.
right? And there are some like really cool people out there that do,
Yeah.
go down that path,
Yeah.
but they're like actually just chill.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, I think there's a fine line between the people that actually feel that way and then make that change in their life, and then the people that just do it for sympathy points or just anything, like just being respected and shit like that. And it's tough. And I feel like the more the more that like time goes on, it definitely becomes like a not. I don't want to say. See, this is where it's tough. Cheers.
No,
buddy.
yeah.
Like, not. It's more of like a cultural thing rather than like, oh, I actually feel that way. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm just doing it because that's what everybody's doing right now, and like I'm not. I'm not like a part of that like whole community, so I don't really know how like one would think about that, but it would just. I don't know. I feel like it would really make your life really messy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
Yeah,
I just.
for sure, especially if you're not one of those people who like
Mm-hmm.
is 100. Like, look at Caitlyn Jenner for example. I
Yeah.
feel like that is like the perfect example, or like definitely, I guess, just the most publicized example of someone who that is actually the case. Like, they were an Olympic athlete, male.
Yeah,
They were, like, the
yeah.
manliest of manly, and
True.
still felt that way and transitioned when they were like 40 or 50 at least.
Yeah,
Not
very.
40,
Yeah, I
you know
remember
what
him.
mean?
Yeah.
That's totally one thing, but I feel like now that it's so popularized, like there's kids that see it and think like, man, these
Yeah.
are heroes. And
That's what's really dangerous, dude. I think that's the slippery
that's
slope.
where it's fucked up.
Yeah.
with
Yeah, with kids and shit.
kids.
Because that's always really scared me too. As like because like imagine having a kid and then like send him to school and like you don't really know what's going on at school. Like you don't know what ideas are being put in his head, And it's like a kid is so. Now that I'm like older, I really see that like when you're a kid, man, like you just like
Shit.
yeah, and you take anything that comes your way. You know what I mean? Like okay, that's how it is. Like so, imagine like being a kid and having like that put in your head like oh yeah like you can change whenever you want. And it's just like I don't know. It's just dangerous. It's just really dangerous. And I think if you're at a certain age and you want to make that choice, go for it. Like be whoever you want to be. But like a little kid can't make that choice for themselves.
Exactly.
Not at all. You know
Someone
what I
who's
mean?
going
Yeah.
through- oh my god, my max about that. I think it was at 100 when we started.
Shit, just like that.
This shit drains the battery.
Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah.
And it was at 10 when the notification popped up.
Oh my god.
Oh, now it just jumped back up to 11.
Okay, there we go.
No, yeah, that like especially like a fucking 13-year-old who's going through like
Yeah, man.
13, like kids have it easy, but when you're 13, that's like a hard time. You don't know yourself.
Yeah.
You
Oh
know,
my
and no one
god.
around you knows
Kids
themselves. They're
too.
all
I'm
saying shit
yeah.
you think other people want to hear. So if you're like seeing all this shit online about trans people being praised, and you're like,
Okay.
yeah,
This is what I want.
Okay, I do feel a little unsure about myself right now. Oh, I'm
Yeah, that's the
girl.
biggest thing, dude. Is like, especially high school, like early high school, you have no idea who you are. You don't know. It's just like such a formative year in your life. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't understand how someone would be okay with like being like, yeah, like this is it, do it. Because then imagine they do it, like you change, you transition or whatever, and then you regret it. There's no going back. You know what I mean?
There's fucking horror stories of they call themselves detransitioners, people who were transitioned when they were young and now they have irreversible.
Yeah, man.
Like a lot of them, they transition and they have their dicks cut off or try to have a dick put on, and it
dude,
causes all sorts of medical
problems and shit. Yeah.
medical problems. Like this is a whole new thing being done. Doctors will just do it even if they don't really know how to do
Crazy.
it. They'll charge a bunch of money.
Yeah, that's another thing, dude, is the money, dude. Like,
Yeah.
people will just do it because it's like, oh, like, gonna pay a bunch anyway.
Exactly, yeah. And these people, like there was this one, oh god, it was like a terrible story. They like cut off their dick because they thought they were really meant to be a girl, and then they got like all these infections, and they like used skin from another part of their body to fill in down there, and it started like growing hairs inside of them.
Oh,
They would
brother.
get a bunch of ingrown hairs inside of them, and it was like terrible, and they like could never have sex like a normal person
Yeah,
again.
yeah. Holy
And
shit,
it
man.
turns out, and they transitioned when they were young, and it turns out they were just gay and
Then they regret it.
feeling weird in themselves, and this, and
Yeah.
then they regret it, and there's a bunch of
Wow.
stories like that, but it's really
Yeah, it's a slippery slope, and it's scary, man.
Yeah.
It's scary.
I feel like it's good though that people, like you were talking about earlier, it's weird to talk about it because you don't want to like step on any toes.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like for so long it was such a harsh cancel culture of like, if you're not with us,
You're against us.
fuck
Yeah,
you.
agreed.
And I feel like there still is certain people in
100%.
those groups who feel that way.
Yeah.
But the majority of people think with common sense. You would think, even if they don't
Yeah.
say it, the silent majority. You know what I mean? Like all
That's
of
true.
our parents, unless they're like super liberal, think like this is crazy.
Yeah.
People
Oh,
are swinging,
100%.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think anybody could. I mean, I guess it depends on
Yeah, if you think with any
common sense. It's like, okay, this is a little absurd. Yeah, for sure. I agree.
Yeah, totally. And I think it's good that like I feel like at first it was like very not even controversial, but like you just couldn't say anything like negative.
Dude,
about
at the
it.
beginning, yeah, that was like, I mean, I don't even know, I couldn't even mark when the beginning was, but I just remember like, yeah, this
high school.
this period of time where it was like a witch hunt for anybody
it was
that
a witch
wasn't,
hunt.
yeah, for anybody that wasn't, like you said, you're not with us, you're against us, and it was like extreme to the maximum, and that's when I was thinking like in my head like, this is fucking brain rot, man. Like, there's no way this is like a real thing. And honestly, like, you know, the internet is, you know, a big, like, there's so many people on the internet, you know what I mean? So it's like, that's such a big, you know, I guess pool of people to, you know, pull from. And there's so many different communities and shit. Yeah. But, it's just like, I don't know, like difficult to, what am I trying to say? Like, not that you don't want to like say your opinion, but it feels like there's so many people that like it's so there's too much noise, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like,
you don't want to be like ousted or whatever.
yeah, exactly. So yeah,
canceled.
people, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. So then everybody's just like, you know, like this is what it is. Yeah, yeah, and nobody speaks out, or there's no like it's just like, okay, this is the way it is, and this is the way it's gonna be, and that's what everybody wants, you know. So then everybody like lets it be that way because now everybody's afraid to talk about it or something, you know.
You see a couple people speak out against it, or not even speak out against it,
But just talk about it, yeah.
Just talk about
Yeah.
it. Then they get like shadow banned and
All this shit, man. Like, holy,
all this
it's
shit
yeah. That's
comes
like,
at 'em. But then and now I feel like enough people have been canceled and shadow banned, and they just keep doing their whatever show.
Yeah.
And they still get a bunch of views.
yeah, dude.
Like I feel like at first, in terms of like major content creators, they would seem like, oh, I don't want to like I want to keep my views.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna avoid them. Yeah, yeah.
But then I think once they saw like, okay, people, they might be canceled for a little bit, but
Yeah,
they're
it's
still
not.
relevant.
Yeah,
And I think as time has gone on, like I feel like the last like year especially, it has been so much more accepted to be able to just
talk about
and
it.
have a
Totally agree.
conversation
Totally
instead
agree,
of
man.
being like, you can't talk about it unless you're part
Yeah.
of this group.
And I wonder what it'll be like in 10 years. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
what the conversation will be like.
Yeah.
That's really the
Yeah,
biggest
what
thing.
will it be in 10 years?
You know, are people still gonna be super accepting of it, or will it be kind of like this, like that happened? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
totally.
I don't know, man.
It's it is weird because like if you're at least back at that point in time where people were getting like canceled left and right.
Yeah, dude.
If you were in that like very liberal, progressive world, other people couldn't talk about trans shit. Like a Republican couldn't say anything about trans because they weren't a part of that community. They didn't understand.
That's
They,
true. Yeah.
Like can't talk about it. But then at the same time, all those people are talking about like the terrible things that happened in slavery and how they should be
I see.
given like reparations for that. But
Yeah.
if other people can't talk about the trans shit, why can you talk about
slavery and
like some white bitch in Colorado? You
That's
know
true,
what I mean?
man. Yeah, yeah.
It's not saying we shouldn't talk. We should talk about everything.
Yeah, I think it's healthy to talk about shit. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing, bro. Is like the people that do actually decide to talk about the trans issue or issue, you know, the trans thing. Shit, don't cancel me. Yeah. But like the people that actually do talk about it is like it's super beneficial for not like just I don't know, I guess the person talking about it, but for everybody. Like if you have a community of people and you're willing to talk about it, like sure, like your comment section will be like on fire, but it's just important to talk about it, I think. No matter what your opinion is on it, like as long as you have a voice, it's just because it's so relevant, you know what I mean? And it's so I mean with everything, even in movies, I feel like nowadays there's just very like it's crazy, man. I don't know.
That's crazy. We I saw last weekend we were like looking for something random to put on, and we put on the new like Velma show on Hulu. I think it was.
I think I heard. No, but I heard about it.
And she's black. And
oh yeah,
it's like
heard about it.
Like a
woke thing, yeah, bro. Yeah,
like, this is terrible.
But I wonder if the people that like are really into woke culture, I guess, you know, or the people that are like, I wonder if they're like, oh, this is a great movie, like it's just like, or they think like, this is kind of like I don't know, oversaturated, if you will, with like just 2 minutes. Like you lose the soul of what it is. You know what I mean? Like it's not Scooby Doo anymore. It's woke Scooby Doo. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, bro. It's weird.
That's very true. I wonder how they. I'm sure. I mean, like anything else, I'm sure it varies person to person. But I bet like the most extreme of them are like, this is a great movie. They
representing.
They probably think it's a great movie because there's so much representing.
Yeah. But that's where it's like.
This plot is great.
Yeah, that's true. Like it's an actual shit movie, but the fact that they're representing, I get you. Yeah, go for it.
I've been drinking a bunch of water, so
I'll keep the audience entertained. What's up, guys?
Snapchat.
Yeah, I don't know where everybody is, bro. I'm trying to get them in there. Yo, dude, if you're watching this pod right now, dude, put your headphones in and text in the chat, man. Type in the chat. You know how it be. Am I being loud right now? Can you hear me? Yo, the fact that someone better be hopping in here. Oh yeah. This setup is pretty fire. No? Got so much space. Can't see the rest of the couch, but I'm fucking with it heavily. It's like my second time ever having one of these Johns. Dude, they don't have the orange. Yeah, they don't have the orange monster at Wawa, bro. I don't know why they have it. Yeah. Have you ever had one of these Johns?
I had a blue one time.
Energy drink or like an actual the like Gatorade?
I think it was. I remember thinking like this is like it wasn't
great. Nothing crazy.
Definitely wasn't bad. Like I've had some energy drinks, so I'm like,
this is shit. Yeah, I agree, bro. Yeah.
There's one at the library at school. It's called Full Throttle.
Full Throttle. Okay, yeah, that sounds bad. Yeah, nah.
Yeah.
I've been, obviously trying to be good about the energy drinks, but every once in a while I'd be. Yeah, and I love it, honestly. So the caffeine is so good, dude. Like holy shit. Especially while like you're smoking weed or something. Like I don't know why, but that's like oh wow, that's prime, dude. Literally.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Caffeine does really good. That's good. Like anything in moderation is
it's fine. Yeah.
You could smoke one cigarette a week for your entire life
and probably never have. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
Kids don't do that. I'm not saying that.
don't smoke cigarettes. Don't vape. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, my I think the last time I was here, my like sister moved out or whatever, and she had like already moved out and then came back, and then now she moved out again. But she always had a vape, dude, and that was like so hard to not hit it. Like especially like we'd be at a family function and we're all like out drinking or something, which doesn't have my parents are very like, oh, like we'll go out for a little bit and then go home. Not really into that stuff. But like, if we all make it to a bar or something, like she's always hitting that John, like, and it's like so hard not to be like, hey.
Did you hit it?
Um,
Have you been good about it?
I've been good about
That's
it,
awesome.
but
That's
there are times like we went to the movies to see Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't know if you have seen that, but great movie. And when we did, like,
We
she's
saw it together, actually.
oh my god, we did. I forgot we actually saw it twice, bro. I saw it twice actually. I saw it the day literally I saw it with you guys, and the next day I went to go see it with my family. But yeah, when we went to go see it, she was like in the car, just like ripping that shit in the back, dude. Like, it's like, oh goddamn. And when she drinks a bunch, oh my god, dude, she just like, yeah, like all the time, bro. I just don't get it. Pause. That looked crazy, actually.
They just go together well.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy too. That feels so good, man. Genuinely.
But nah, I found like that's good you're not doing it, and even with like vaping, it'd be fine to do it like.
Oh yeah.
If you do it just when you drink, you'd be fine. I mean, assuming you.
You don't
like
drink a lot.
healthy-
Yeah, that's true.
That's obviously bad, but like I found if like it's hard to just do that because once you like do it a couple times, you want it.
Yeah.
More. Like I was with my cousin and my sister's boyfriend, and they both had vapes, and I've been doing good. I've just been
Good.
using the Zins, and
Yeah, that probably helps heavily.
yeah, they're not. It definitely doesn't. It's not as good of a replacement, but it's enough to like make
To
you not
Curve,
buy
the
one.
addiction sort of.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like, they both had vapes, my cousin and my sister's boyfriend, and I hit it like one or two, like sessions, just like normal, and then, like for a while it would be like I eat something and it's not like I crave the nicotine after, but that's
Yeah,
how it
that's
would be
big, dude.
when I would hit
Yeah.
vape all the time. So then, just hitting like their vapes one or two times. Next time I ate a meal, I was like, fuck, I really.
Yeah,
it
no.
comes back.
No, I totally get you, man.
Like the fiend mindset.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, we forgot how good.
Okay, this is. Let's get it back. Yeah, especially after you eat. I don't know what it is, but yeah, like after, like I slam a Chipotle burrito or something. Like all I want, if there's nicotine in the car, I want it. Like you know what I mean? Like there's no. I don't know why the brain, and even now, like low key, sometimes, not always. Like I obviously am not hitting it, but I find that I want to hit the pen after I eat. You know what I mean, or something like that. There's always like. I can't just like eat and be like, okay, I'm fine. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, exactly. It's like, all right, what's next? Like some oral fixation. I don't really know what it is, but
I feel like it's because, like anything that goes together well, substance-wise, is like alcohol and nicotine go together so well because the alcohol spikes your dopamine and all those good chemicals.
Yeah.
So is the nicotine's
it's just like peak. Yeah.
the double trouble. And then you're used to doing
That's
that
true.
every time you drink, and now you're missing the nicotine, or you're not using the nicotine. Then now you're lower than you normally are, so you want
Your brain is like, give it back.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
feel
the
you.
same with food. It's like you get a big spike, and then you can get a big spike from the
That's true.
nicotine or pen or whatever.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, I have no idea if that's actually right.
But I mean, it makes sense. Yeah, in terms of like when you're actually using a vape or anything. Yeah. Yeah, nah, I've been the lungs patched up. Remember I was having trouble with like all that. Yeah, I'm good. Like I'm good. And that's why I'm back on the carts now. And I was gonna be like, oh, like I'll just buy a cart. Yeah. I was like, oh, I'll just buy one cart, go through it, and then back to the edibles. And I was like, damn, I forgot how good this shit is. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong, the edibles are good, but after, like you said this before, it's a huge commitment, bro. Like, you take an edible and it's like, okay, like this span of window, I'm gonna get baked. Exactly. Whereas like the pen is like a little bit, and then I can chill, and then like later I'll like, you know what I mean, go back. And I like having that freedom of just jumping around whenever I want.
Yeah, you don't want to like just try to get a little buzz with an edible, because
that's just
one, odds are it's not going to be a little buzz, and two, you're locked in. What is something, this has happened to me like a handful of times, nothing crazy, but it really makes me think like, okay, I really shouldn't smoke that much during the day. I guess at night too. this could happen, but like it'll be during the day, and I'll be like, all right, I've got nothing to do, and then this particular thing happened a couple times, so it sticks on my mind. But like, I would get home, it would be like 1 o'clock or whatever, and I would be like, all right, I got nothing to do, or nothing like where nothing important where I like can't be
baked. Yeah, I get that.
The rest of the day, like, yeah, it's 1 o'clock, but whatever.
But fuck it, yeah, I get that.
Like a fat bong rip, and then like 20 minutes later, like my boss calls me out of nowhere, and I'm like I wasn't expecting a call.
That's the worst, bro.
He's like, hey, like I switched the meeting to today. You remember? And I was like,
fuck yeah, that's the worst, dude.
Go into the meeting, and I was like, oh my god, this is so.
Wow, you're cooked. Yeah, holy fuck, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, he like would always talk fast and like rattle shit off.
Yeah,
anyway.
hard to pick shit up, you know.
Yeah, it's hard to pick shit up when you're sober, and now I'm fried. Like.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And he's like asking questions.
Oh really, bro?
And I'm like,
damn, that's the worst,
giving
dude.
Explanations, but I was definitely
skipping over yourself.
Yeah. Stuff,
Yeah.
I don't think they like noticed. It wasn't like
probably not.
Crazy,
Yeah. Yeah, no.
It wasn't like the normal like, all right, I'm just in this meeting.
Yeah, just chilling. I get that. Yeah. I mean, I can only imagine, dude. That's why. Yeah, like smoking. I mean, now I don't get like anxious necessarily, but it's if I smoke during the day and I have shit, even like anything going on, like if I'm like going to get food later or something, like I find that I just get a little bit anxious, even though like it's not even like a big deal. Like if I'm just going to Chipotle, going to order food and then like going to sit down and eat it or whatever, you know, it's not that deep. But I find that even if I smoke a little bit during the day, yeah, exactly. I get just like, in my head a little bit, you know, and you kind of got to get out of that. So that's why, I mean, only time I'm smoking is like end of the day, no homework, no nothing, because then I can't really enjoy it because I find that like I just get in my head too much. You know what I mean?
I feel like that's one thing that's shifted since we were younger and smoked. Like I feel like I used to never get that way, and now
totally
I
agree.
That way, like pretty much every time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. And I think that just comes with like responsibility. Like you just have more shit going on. You know, like that's the way it's gonna be.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. When we were younger, it was like it would smoke and it would be 100% fun joyride.
Yeah. Like there's nothing to worry about. You're just like doing your thing. You know what I mean? I get that for sure.
The worst is when you like, you know it's gonna happen, but like, or the worst is when you're like, this will happen to me. Like if I go for a run and afterwards I'm like feeling really good after, and then I want a pen rip because I'm like, oh this.
You're just riding the high.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Keep it rolling, and then you rip it, and like 3 minutes later you're like, damn, I feel worse.
Yes, dude. I know exactly what you're talking about.
3 minutes ago when I like, why did I even think this would be good?
Yeah.
And then that happens like over and over, and you're like, fuck, why do I
keep doing this? Yeah. I always like find that if I do get anxious, like if I'm okay, so like let's say I sit down or something, or like you said, like during the day you go for a run or something and you come back and you want to hit the pen. If I smoke during the day, there's always this initial, like either it's at the beginning of when I hit the pen or like halfway through or even near the end of like, you know, the ride. There's always some type of anxiety about something small. It could last for 30 seconds or it could last for like 10 minutes. You know what I mean? But like, you know, you get caught on this one thing, whatever it is, and it's hard to get past it. So that's what I find. But like once I do get over that anxious hump, I'm like, oh, okay, like I'm chilling. You know what I mean? Like then I'm like, okay, I'm enjoying myself. But I do find that, yeah, like, you know, we're older now. You got bills to pay, you got shit going on, there's like always shit to think about, you know. So it's like, oh wait, did I do this, did I do that, do I have this to do? Like, and if you don't, like, you know, what I try to do is just like whenever I do smoke, like completely just relax, like just don't think about it. Like you worry about it when you're not high, worry about it tomorrow, you know what I mean? Like because then I find that I can't really enjoy myself because I'm just constantly worried about work or not just like bills, school, whatever it is, you know what I mean, instead of just like chilling. So yeah, that's like the main thing, is that there's always gonna be a little bit of anxiety, but you know. And you know, Christian's like done, he's like done smoking. He told me that you went down there and you tried to offer him and he was like, no.
Too bad he's not in here. Shout out Christian, but shout out Christian, he was doing
the GOAT.
Really, like I'm proud of him because I know how much he smoked,
how
much we all used to smoke, and how hard it must be to not. Maybe he was out drinking, which definitely means he wanted it a little more.
Yeah.
And we were literally like my battery died, so we went to a store and bought a battery to be able to hit the card.
Yeah.
And when we were in there, we got like some pre-roll
Yeah.
thing, and we were just like ripping the card a bunch, smoked the pre-roll thing, and he was like totally
Didn't want it at all.
I think he wanted it, and I felt bad because I asked him like, because I was pretty drunk too, so I asked him like multiple times if he wanted it, and every time he was like, "No, remember, like I've stopped smoking." I'd be like, "Fuck."
But yeah, he told me that it was, you know, I'm not trying to air out his laundry or anything, you know what I mean? But yeah, he told me that it was just like when he would smoke, he realized that like he just gets anxious about stupid shit that he never got anxious about before, and I get that for sure. But I find that it affects everybody differently. But this is what, like, we had a conversation about it, and it is really interesting because I find that like when I used to have terrible anxiety, like terrible. And you know, it lingered in high school where it was like there were these some days it was worse than others, you know what I mean? But I found that when I smoked, my anxiety would still be bad, but not as bad. And then I found that like the more I smoked, I got a better view of like, I guess, myself in general, you know what I mean? Or like thinking about social situations or something when I'm high, and it's like, oh dude, it's not that deep, like relax no matter what. And then so then when I wasn't high, I wasn't anxious because I had like kind of reframed my like, okay, like there's nothing to worry about. And then it kind of made me more confident overall. So then now I feel like now I'm at a point where it's like I smoke, not anxious. Like if I do get anxious about one little thing, get over it and I'm good. And then now in my regular like life, like my anxiety has been down to like 1%, like zero, like barely anything. And I like smoking helps me actually relax now, instead of having that. And I think like, you know, he's got the vape and he's also drinking a lot, and you know, the vape definitely gave me a lot of anxiety. What I found, like even just little, it could be about anything, dude, but just I would just feel anxious. And I think that's a big thing that definitely affects it, you know, like but with weed, it's definitely an individual experience, you know, everybody has their own path with it, I guess. But yeah, it just helped me reframe the way I thought about just like life in general, just talking about, you know, talking to random people or something, you know, just being more social. And I wonder if like, you know, again, he said that he felt more anxious when he would smoke. I wonder if that was like something like maybe overusing, like if he's waking and baking and shit, and like
just every day you can get to the point, even if it's like just one big bong.
Yeah.
You can get to the point where like, it's just too much. You know what I mean? Your body just needs a break.
Yeah, and I don't know if like, I wonder if like now when he smokes he gets anxious, you know what I mean? Like, or just in general. But yeah, it's super interesting, and I think weed in general is just like fascinating. You know what I mean? Because it affects everybody so differently, man. Like some people can't smoke at all. Like they smoke and they freak the fuck out. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man.
Yeah, I feel like it's like, it's interesting because it affects everyone differently, but also can be used to. Like, it's almost like a tool. Like you could use a hammer to build a house, or you could use it to break like all the bones in your hands.
That's a good. That's a good point.
Like if you try to use it in the right ways, you're way better off. Don't overuse it. Don't use it.
Agreed,
all
bro.
day, every day, which I guess is kind of the same as don't overuse it, but
same thing.
You know what I mean? Don't overuse it. Don't do it fucking before meeting.
Healthy
don't do it before work.
Relationship with it. Yeah. And
I
I think that is always why I've always been able to consistently smoke, is because I'm doing it. Because I always thought like, oh, okay, like I should stop, like 100%. Like I need to stop at some point. But then I like think about it. It's like anybody that's, you know, drinking a glass of wine at the end of their night. Like, you know, as long as I keep it, I'm not overusing it, and I'm using it in a responsible way, then it can really be beneficial to my life rather than, you know, making me worse. And if I ever found that it was making me more anxious or something, I would 100% like, you know, be taking more of a break with it. But
and like anything, like, too much of any good thing is a bad thing. You know what I mean?
But if I was,
you just gotta know when to take.
Totally agree.
When to take breaks, when to do.
Yeah, I think if I was gonna,
Shit friends I got.
if I was going to choose a, if I was gonna choose a vice, if I was gonna have one, it would definitely be smoking weed still. Cause like, I mean, it's just like if drinking, depends on what kind of person you are, but it can make a lot of people bitter and just rude, Yeah, exactly. And then nicotine. It's to be honest, like there's so many downsides with vaping. There's only like one good side, which is just it makes you feel good. Yeah, exactly. But that's really it, man. It's tough, dude. I would definitely be choosing weed, man. Weed.
Zyn does feel real good sometimes. If you're trying to lock in.
I do. Yeah, like the nicotine in general just makes you feel like you said, locked in.
When I drive to work in the morning, I'll have like a Celsius and a Zyn, and it's the best part of my day.
Yeah, that's probably crazy,
shower,
bro.
Take a nice bath, so now the dopamine's like
Yeah.
Then you have the caffeine and the Zyn, which are like
just even higher. Yeah, no, I get you, bro. Yeah, I've been. Yeah, I've been coffee. I've been drinking coffee in the morning and shit. If I'm like getting up, relatively early, and that's been. I love coffee, bro. I don't know why. I try not to drink it every day, but it's so good, bro.
It is, I was for a really long time really good about like, all right, I'm not gonna develop a caffeine addiction, and I don't think I like fully have an addiction where it's like. It's not like I get headaches when I don't have it.
Yeah.
I definitely do want it more. And I was buying a Celsius on the way to work every day, and it's like $3.50 or $4.
Racks up, bro.
Dude, yeah, it racks up quick. And I was like, all right, I'm starting work. I really should be caffeinated, so I'm focused.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna, for now, like buy a case of it, so that I don't. It's like I said, like $3.50 or $4 when you buy one Celsius at Wawa. But when you buy a 12-pack, each Celsius is like $1.89 or something.
Yeah, so
it's so
much better. Yeah,
yeah.
I totally agree, bro.
Like, all right, I'll get 2 cases.
Yeah, I never. That's what I probably should. I probably would have saved so much money. But remember back when I would like drink the Monsters all the time, bro?
Yeah.
That was bad. That was like actual addiction because I would not have it and I'd get a terrible headache. And I remember one day, like it was like 8 p.m. I was like, okay, I'm not having no Monster today. 8:30 comes around and I'm like got the worst headache. I'm like I just need something, and I was like tweaking, man. Yeah, oh my god, every day there was no way. And like imagine like every day going spending what $3, $4 on a Monster, bro. Like holy shit.
Each day it doesn't feel like $3.
Yeah, it's like exactly, bro. It's like like that's nothing, but it all racks up, dude. Holy shit. If I bought cases, yeah, imagine, bro. Did that for like 2 years.
Over $600
right?
A year.
It's crazy, dude.
$720
crazy,
a year
bro.
on Monster. Yeah.
But yeah.
It's crazy.
And definitely.
Hey, one viewer.
Who's in here?
I don't know. Who
Chat.
Whoever the viewer is, drop your name.
Let's see it.
Damn,
he fucking left. Oh, damn, bro.
Damn.
He'll be back. I texted in the group chat, said hop in, but I don't think anybody's gonna. I said hop in, and I just got dipped.
Did they all say it?
Feta and Mason, or only Festa actually said so hop in.
Oh, even if that was a real person, they didn't even get to hear us.
There's a delay. Yeah, that's so true. I didn't even think about that. Damn.
But sometimes that thing is inaccurate though, so the person may still be here. If you are still here,
comment.
Drop a comment because we can't see your names.
I agree.
But yeah, you know your podcast bumping when one viewer pops it. No way.
Hey man, a mountain climb starts at the bottom. It's gotta,
All right, should we dive into the?
Let's do it. Oh, dude, say last. I don't know if this battery is still good. Yeah.
Yeah, spam those guys one more time.
Dude, I tried. Who else can I get in this bit?
Yeah,
Connor's been going to bed early.
Really?
Yeah, like really early. Because he's starting to work at... he actually is going to work at Whole Foods with me or whatever. And but he's doing like mornings and he's going to be working on the load. So he has to get there at like...
5 a.m.
Yeah, like 5 to 1. So he's changed up his sleep schedule, which I'm proud of him, bro. He's grinding.
Really, really good for
Yeah, and he's actually been, shout out to Connor. He's working out like a bunch and
Yeah.
like running and going. He's lost so much weight, dude. You
Really?
should see him. Yeah,
I
he was
we
bigger,
were
bro.
talking about that briefly last time I saw him, but he was like just starting it. Kind
Yeah,
of.
now he looks like you can tell he lost weight. Yeah, yeah, when you look at. Yeah, and it's just been like grinding mental health because I think he wasn't in the best spot, and then he's now
Dude,
doing good.
exercise is
So
good for
important,
mental
dude.
health.
Holy shit. And people that don't, if you don't think it's good for mental health, like just stick with it for like a little bit, and I'm telling you, you'll see a difference. Like holy shit,
At
man.
first, all you see is like, this is hard, this sucks.
Yes, exactly.
But so quickly you realize like, oh no, I feel great.
Yeah.
afterwards.
And it's
So
not
much
even
better.
it's not even like I don't know what it is, but you finish a workout, you're there for an hour and a half, you're putting in your heart and soul into this workout, and you get home and you relax, you just feel like I just did, like you just feel so rewarded.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's I've been taking like it's probably been like a month now. I feel like I always go in waves, like 2 months of working out and then a month of just chilling, like not working out, and it's just kind of like ebbs and flows. Just whatever I feel is what I go with. But I always like get to this point where if I'm not working out for a month, I'm like I need to get back in the gym. You know what I mean? Like there's always this. It's just a constant cycle. So like right now I've been on a break, but like just yesterday I was like, oh, I need to go back to the gym. You know what I mean?
And then
And
you get back in the gym and like 5 minutes into your workout, you're like,
fuck yeah, it feels so good. Yeah, exactly.
Why did I ever stop?
Exactly, bro. And what I find is like when new stressors come into your life, school, whatever it may be, you get it's easy to be like, okay, I'm dropping the gym right now. Like I'm not going to the gym tonight. I have homework to do. I just want to chill. But if you can push yourself to go, then like it literally keeps you on it, like it keeps me at least on a perfect path. Like if I'm grinding school and I feel like motivation's a little low, but I like go to the gym and I grind the gym and then I come back, it's like okay, it gives me motivation to wake up in the morning, go to class, do everything I need to do, and then chill, because like if I'm on just a streak of just like being lazy, then all I'm gonna want to do is just be lazy, and wake up, smoke weed, not do what I need to,
Yeah.
not eat healthy and all that shit.
And it happens like one day at a time. Like
Yeah,
today,
totally
it's
agree.
It makes more sense to not go to the gym. And there is days where it's like, okay, I got a bunch of shit to do. It really is smarter to not go to the gym and focus on this other shit. That makes sense. But then that happens 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row. Next thing you know, it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You had a good workout.
Yeah, exactly.
If not longer. And yeah, it's kind of like counterintuitive also because, like you said, it like motivates you, but you would intuitively think, okay, if I go to the gym, I'm gonna have less energy and I'm gonna be less motivated after because I've used up some of my motivation. But that's really not how it works at all. Like it helps grow the motivation.
Yes, that's a good point.
You do
Yeah.
something that requires discipline and motivation, and after that, you have more discipline.
Display to motivation. Yes, dude. Yes.
You have 10 discipline points a day, and whenever you use them, you get closer to it. It's
That's
like
true.
When you work out in the morning, you feel good, and then you get to lunch, and you're like, you know what? I don't need that cookie
Yeah.
with my lunch.
Exactly, bro. Yeah. And I think that's so true, especially when it comes to like diet. If you're like for me, diet again, it all like comes in waves, like sometimes I'm for a month, 2 months, 3 months, I'm grinding the gym, I'm eating right, just eating how I should be, like especially working. I think I've probably talked about this, like working at Whole Foods gives me so much access to like good produce, good fruits, vegetables. And that's the one thing, shout out Whole Foods for that, man, like because like that really is, I get groceries for cheaper because that place is hella expensive. I honestly wouldn't shop there if I wasn't working there, you know what I mean? But yeah, like I find that it's just like more accessible, and then that helps me. Like once I have the motivation of I'm grinding the gym, it's like easy to just be like I'm gonna eat healthy now because it's all right in front of me. You know what I mean? It definitely transfers to other aspects of your life, and that's why working out in general is just so important. I thought everybody need to be doing that. Whether you're just going, like Connor's been doing, like he been like just hitting 10-mile walks. Like okay, I'm gonna go on a walk 10 miles.
awesome.
Like isn't that crazy?
That's
Yeah, like
so awesome.
me and him did one the one day, and we were walking for like 3 hours.
Dude,
Just
that
like
is
all the way down this long trail, talking the whole time. Great. And you know what we were saying? This is funny that I'm here now. Is
fucking good for you,
yeah,
Connor.
for real.
That's fucking
We were
awesome.
going and we're talking about. We were like, oh, bro, it was a hot day. We're walking and shit. I remember we're like, oh, bro, an ice bath would go crazy right now. And then we were saying like, you gotta come on one of these because they're not even like there's a. I don't know if you heard of the power line trail
Dude, oh my god.
right near him.
Yeah.
You can walk that shit forever. I swear, it goes so far. Like we walked all the way to the end.
All the way
all the way. Yeah, so good, man, so good. And so that's what we did, and we just went into a direction that he had never been before. So it was like, let's just go this way and keep going until we hit like 6 miles, and then turn around and walk back. Yeah, and it's so beautiful, bro. Like, it's crazy, dude.
Walking is so good for so many reasons. One, it's good for the actual fitness aspect of it. If you're not the type of person
That
who
yeah,
wants to do like this super hard exerting workout, go for a long walk.
That's-
take,
yeah.
Take an hour, 2 hours, and go for a really long walk, and that will burn just as many calories because it's a longer time, and the mental clarity that comes from
Dude.
that. Like, you're just walking, thinking, especially if you're like some people walk and go on their phones, but if you walk and
just like
just try to not
take in your surroundings. Yeah,
try to go on your
dude.
phone for random shit
Therapeutic,
but, like,
bro.
don't just be scrolling on Twitter.
Yes,
you know what
yes,
I mean?
and
Yeah, just take it in, and you think naturally. Oh, that
Yeah.
reminds me. Say what you're gonna say.
I was gonna say, like, actually going out and like getting outside. When I was a kid, I never thought that it was that important. But like, or just not that I didn't think it was important, but like, yeah, I'm just like grinding video games, doing whatever the fuck I like, having fun. It is so like mental health, like stepping away from screens, so important. Like doom scrolling and shit. Yeah, don't like. I find sometimes I'll just be scrolling through shorts or something, and it's like, bro, put it down. And I have to tell myself. So getting outside and just taking in the environment, especially if you walk in just like a beautiful area. If you go to a nature conservation or whatever, like oh my god, dude, the mental health, so good. Especially when you're done, like after that long, we did 10-mile walk or whatever. After that, got in my car, said goodbye to him, got in my car, went to Chipotle, ate a fat meal, and then went straight home and was just chilling, feeling great, and yeah, just like taking in nature and shit, I think is super important because it really is beautiful, especially if you go to the right spot, like if you're walking in the right areas and shit, like so true, bro. A couple trees and a bridge, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's it. Like, holy shit, man. Exactly. And I find that, especially as I get older, I appreciate it way more.
Sunlight on your skin,
bro.
Your eyes.
So good for you, man. Genuinely.
Yeah, it's crazy. When the sunlight hits your skin and it feels so good, I'm like, damn, I can see why plants love this shit.
Yeah, right. Like, genuinely.
This shit's awesome.
You want to tap this?
I'm honestly gonna wait a second.
I like that. Ride it out. Ride out that first. This thing gets me pretty big, bro.
Does it?
Yeah. So
Maybe I will.
it's a Prime Wellness, bro. Honestly, shout out Prime Wellness. My favorite cart as of the past year maybe. yeah. It's been a while, but they're like expensive, but they're so worth it.
Would you like a steak?
Yeah, fuck yeah. I'm almost on my beer.
Black cherry or lemon? We have one more beer, like the garage beer things.
Let's do a stateside. I'll do, what do you say, lemon or what else?
Black cherry.
What do you think? What's better?
I honestly don't know. You want to we'll each take one? And
Yeah, give me. I'll do lemon.
Okay.
If you want to. Yeah, I'll try it, bro. Cause I think I've had black cherry before, actually.
Yeah. Lemon, cucumber, mint.
Maybe it hits. Who knows?
Yeah.
The way you looked at me right there, like, ah, shit.
I was thinking like lemon, lime.
Nah, fuck it. I'll
Yeah, black cherry. Alright, yeah, let's see what these go.
try it out.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Shout out Stateside.
For real.
They're
Sponsor us, dude. It's very cucumbery.
Let's do a little review.
It's pretty good. You want to try it?
Yeah. So, what would you rate that out of 10?
Not my favorite flavor, but
Maybe we both try it and then we say at the same time.
yeah, do it. Let me know. It's good, actually. It's
little segment.
yeah. This segment of the podcast is sponsored by Stateside.
All right, let's start that over because then we'll have a perfect. That'll be a good short.
Yo, that'll be fire,
We'll
dude.
do, like, free sponsorship.
He's
in the
thinking of
beginning
it.
just to get their
Attention. Oh
Like,
shit.
we'll give
Look at this guy.
sponsor.
Yo, dude, you can make
Just
bread,
promote
dude.
everything.
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Everything we eat, Coronas, love them.
Mhm.
Park water, great.
Light, still banging. Even though I love extra,
Yeah, the light is still pretty good.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
It's
take,
good though.
Take a sip. Give me your 1 out of 10 rating. Or we'll both take sips.
Honestly, super refreshing. Not like overly cucumber, just like a hint. It's like, honestly, I give that a 7. I'm surprised. I thought I wouldn't really like that. I don't love cucumber flavored stuff, but it just has a hint of it. It's not too overpowering. It's super like light.
That is good.
It doesn't have like a
Damn.
I don't know, whatchamacallit it.
Strong aftertaste.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
aftertaste is pleasant. It's like a
Agreed.
subtle mint thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I smelled that, the cucumber
Wasn't
it
crazy.
Kind of smells.
Super
It
cucumber.
smells like it's very cucumber.
Agreed. Yeah.
It doesn't taste like.
Not at all, bro.
All right. Well.
Or not at
Black
all,
Cherry's
but a
got
little bit.
lot to live up to. I would give that. Yeah, seven.
7.
8 out of 10.
Yeah.
If 10 is like, well, let's not even give it 10. We'll wait. Till
Yeah. We gotta. Yeah. No, we wait to give it 10 until you sponsor. We'll give out solid 7s, 8s. Yeah, but.
All right, Black Cherry City. It's got a lot to live up to.
Yeah, I think this one's gonna bang. Honestly.
That is pretty good.
You fucking with it? You've had all these, haven't you?
I was just thinking that whenever I drink these before, I never noticed in my head like.
That's pretty good too.
In my head, it's just not a beer, and it's like a fizzy thing, but it really does. It tastes way better than a White Claw.
Yeah, I agree. Way better than a White Claw.
Pretty fucking good.
I give that. That's a little better than the cucumber. If you really fuck with cucumber, it's a little bit the same. The aftertaste is a little strong, I feel.
This one's like sweeter almost.
Yeah, agreed.
Which I guess makes sense.
Yeah, because it's black cherry.
Yeah.
It depends what you write. Honestly, I'll give it like an 8, just one higher. I think it's good, but it's not my favorite. They have other. I've had a different flavor. I forget.
Orange too.
Orange is fire, bro. I've had orange. That's good. I like that one.
I have a couple orange downstairs. We can check it out.
Dude, they're so good.
I just saw they had like a bunch of these ones. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't got two. Excuse me. Text Connor. Tell him what we were talking about.
Yeah. I think I started texting him. Told him that like get on the pod, but I think bro's sleeping.
Oh, that's fucking right. You told me.
Yeah, because he.
Yeah.
But he might be awake. I don't know.
It's no biggie if not.
Yeah.
Does he have to work tomorrow? Do you know?
No, he doesn't start. He's waiting for
Gotcha.
his like
Trying to get
background check is like it's taking forever because I think there was some holiday or some delay or something, and then
Labor Day.
yeah, Labor Day, bro. Yeah, I'm tripping.
Gotcha. He's just trying to like get his schedule on track.
Yeah.
For when he does. Good for him, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's really grinding. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of you, Connor. Shout out, bro. Shout out.
Fuck yeah.
Because
I hope you don't come on Connor.
yeah, genuinely. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, bro. All right, next segment. What are we thinking here?
I say we each take a big pen rip, and then I got a question.
Okay. Oh, I'm ready for this.
Do we want to swap pens for this rip?
Let's do it.
I kind of like this. I think I'm
You
gonna
like
do
it?
this again. Yeah.
I'm gonna go piss real quick.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
You should try it, bro. All right, fine. Yeah, we'll just swap. Yeah. Okay. All right, I'll keep the question going, and I'm actually gonna start a little list of stuff. Oh, it's got
Dude, I pissed for like a minute. That was crazy.
Fuck yeah. Alright, while you were in there, I was brainstorming other questions. I only got one.
I like that though.
But,
Gotta get some ideas.
yeah, we each gotta take a big pen rip first.
Let's do it. Cheers.
Cheers. This thing's a nice color.
Yeah, really. That's how you know. That's why I really love it.
It feels like
Heavy.
and
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. It just feels like clean, I guess.
Yeah, it feels professional.
Yeah.
Legit.
Legit. Yeah, that's a good word. All right, what's your question? Oh, that was a good one. That car kind of tastes good, bro. I like it.
They're smooth.
Yeah.
Alright. The question is, where are the aliens?
Oh, bro. Don't start. Don't start with me.
Aliens. Are we here? Are we alone? Are
Now,
there people around us? The government has admitted to seeing some stuff, but
definitely has.
what are your thoughts on that matter?
You know, I heard it's really complex, and I don't have like a set thing that I'm like, this is what I believe, because I believe it could be this or it could be this. You know what I mean? Like, there's too many options to have like a concrete like, oh, this is what it is. But I did hear that there was a theory like aliens took pretty much
San Francisco.
well, I did hear about that.
I'm just kidding.
Well, wasn't there some that
They're probably. I was just meant like the aliens took San Francisco.
oh no no yeah nah that like aliens kind of genetically changed the like Homo sapiens, and that's why we have actual consciousness, or we like compared to everything else. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So there's a reason we're special. You know what I mean? Like out of other species, or we just had the most amount of time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or we just had the most amount of time to develop. Yeah.
But yeah, that was a big thing.
Both are interesting because if we were manipulated by some like higher being, then that means there's definitely aliens if we were manipulated by them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think there's definitely aliens, no doubt. You know what I mean? Like other species out there, and like, I mean,
Yeah.
beings. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's gotta be. And then
Shit we
that's
don't
what
even
I was
know
gonna say
about.
The other thing, or option B, we've just had the most time to develop, but like Earth has been around for like 4 billion years, and the universe has been around for 13 billion, I think.
Yeah.
You can check me on that.
Yeah. That's a Jamie moment.
But there's got to be other planets. Like, okay, so we've been around a third of the time, and we've been bombarded with shit, like asteroids, which I guess everything has. But there's got to be some planet somewhere that was around for longer and got hit less. You know?
Yeah, I know what
They've
you're talking
been
about.
around longer and just happened to get hit less.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that has to be true because the universe goes on infinitely.
Yeah,
You
which
know
is
what I
that's even a whole nother thing, like the universe and shit, bro. Like, just the fact that it's ever expanding, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Totally.
That's crazy.
What do you think? This is a totally unanswerable question, but you have to give an answer.
Okay, I'll try my
So
best.
the universe is like infinite, right? It goes on forever,
Yeah.
supposedly, or it doesn't go on forever, and there's a universe and universe and universe, and then the end of the universe, and then what's past there.
See, now that is truly an unanswerable question. You know what I mean? But because how the fuck would I know? Just like anybody else. But at the same time, I think there's something there, but it's something that we cannot ever even come close to comprehend. You know what I mean? Like something that's just beyond us. And if there isn't anything there, then
It's like a brain block.
yeah, right? Like what are you what is if there's nothing there, then I mean fuck, there's nothing there. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Our
there's
brains can't wrap around
yeah,
the fact of
that there's-
nothing because
that's so
we've
true.
only ever in our entire lives
Known
experienced
something. Yeah, bro, that's crazy.
That is that I feel like that is the most vivid way I've ever like thought about nothing.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to you can't like like you said, brain block.
You literally
Brain block.
can't.
It's too like.
And that really makes you think when we go down like we're not we, but
I know.
people way smarter than us.
Yeah.
Go down like deep mathematical rabbit holes.
Yeah.
To figure out how the universe works. I bet there's brain blocks in there, but they don't even notice it because it's just like
So
numbers.
yeah, that's true, man.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like brain blocks as fundamental as
Yeah.
what is nothing, but they just don't realize it.
Yeah, dude. Like that's no. I
But
know.
they do realize it.
Yeah. I mean, dude. Like a philosopher, you know what I mean? Like someone that takes time to really think about
Yeah.
life and shit like that. I think about the brain blocks they're getting there. You know what I mean? Like, how imagine like thinking about something for so long and trying to develop a theory not only, and like that's so tough. You know what I mean? Like just of existence. You know, like holy shit.
And then at the end, you're just like, this too shall pass.
yeah, like yeah, exactly. Like, dude, fucking insane, dude. It's fucking insane. And hopefully, I mean, when you die, you actually get an understanding of what the fuck everything is. Just even a little bit. Like, you know, just like, someone tell me what the fuck is going on in the best way you can, you know? But if you don't, you know, and maybe you just kind of know, like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Who knows? There's always... That's crazy.
If you had to put money on it right now, like someone said, I'll give you $1 million line of credit, you bet
that's crazy.
If there is heaven or if there's nothing, or not even heaven, if there's an afterlife or no afterlife, and if you lose the bet, you don't get charged anything. Like it would be dumb to not put it on the bet.
Yeah.
What would you put it on?
There's something.
There's something.
No matter what, whether you realize it or not, it'll be different from this experience. Maybe it's something we can't even comprehend yet. You know what I mean? Yeah, brain block. Like you just can't like know it until you experience it, kind of shit. You know. If there is, yeah, exactly. If there is something, you know, it's just like, fuck. What was I? Lost my train of thought.
You were saying afterlife. If you had to bet on if there is an afterlife or no afterlife.
Yeah, I would definitely. 100%.
Yeah, it could just be.
Because yeah, exactly, dude.
Yeah, I like to think that too.
Because if there's nothing, bro, like we wouldn't even know it. You know, think about it. Like if.
How does something like our consciousness comes from nothing? Like the nothing in the sense of arbitrary, random arrangements of protons and neutrons and electrons. Like the top 6 most common elements in the universe in order are the top 6 most common elements in us in order, and they make up like 90%, if not more, like 98%
of just everything.
Like carbon, helium.
Yeah. When people say like, "Oh, we're a part of the universe," or like we are truly the same thing, you know what I mean?
You want to watch a video that makes me feel good?
Fuck yeah, always. Dude, I swear I've seen this video, bro. I'm sweet. I swear, I already know. We're a part of the universe, and the universe is a part of us. Yeah. Yeah, bro. So good. Stop. Don't. It's all right. It's okay, guys. Don't.
Dude, this was when I'm not even sharing this.
Dude, I would have wore the same. I wore that shirt in the last pod to work today. That's crazy. I would have wore the same shirt. I should have wore the same shirt. Bro.
There is I wish I still had it. It would be hard for me to find it now though. I saw a picture today of it was a meme, but not really a meme. It was a teacher who was a teacher for like 40 years, and he realized on the first like 2 or 3 years that he'd worn the same outfit, like this green vest and a white collared shirt underneath. So he did it for the rest of the years, but there's like 40 pictures.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
He's
yeah,
like
I'm just
aging
him
so much.
with
and he's always in the same outfit.
That is fire though.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Dude, do you have a channel description, by the way?
No, I don't, but I should put one. I just went on and.
Honestly, you already have 20 subs. How long have you? When did you make
some
this
of the
channel?
posts or some of the shorts
get a bunch of views?
Not even a bunch, but like
a decent amount.
500.
If you keep posting them, you'll
I
get
gotta
views.
keep posting.
You just keep posting on
the last 2 podcasts I didn't really get many good clips. I did get like one from the one I did with Grady and Colton about like Marvel movies. That would be like a good one. But the one we did, there was good. I'm not saying we didn't talk about stuff that was good for clips. We definitely did talk about good stuff for clips. But the camera thing got fucked up. Like with, say, me and Grady were having a conversation and Colton was over there. We would be talking, but Colton might be like on his phone or something, and the computer thinks he's talking because that's movement or whatever. So it shows him on his phone while we're talking. It's just like the camera was. It just like a bunch of weird shit, or it would like focus in between 2 people, and like it would show like half of our faces and the wall behind us. Like with 3 people, it got all fucked up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or you would probably have to like manually.
I'm sure I
watch
could go
really.
through and manually do it,
Just
but
find
honestly, I'm
something.
not at the
But
point.
yeah,
where,
I mean,
like,
different. You
wanna-
want a clip to be engaging and stuff too. So like,
Yeah.
even if something's funny, bro, like if y'all are laughing or whatever in any podcast, not even just
Yeah.
throw that up. It doesn't
Yeah.
even necessarily be like crazy. you know?
Yeah, totally. I agree.
Because
Yeah.
Colin, Christian's
Yeah,
running,
yeah.
he's been doing them. I don't know if
He's got, like,
he's dude,
tens
they're
of thousands of
grinding.
views,
Yeah, right,
yeah.
dude. Like, good for him.
Do they
bro.
edit all those by hand? Do you know? You probably
I don't know.
Yeah.
I assume they probably do. They're pretty well, maybe not all of them, but
This is.
they have great shorts.
Yeah, they do. They do seem like they're edited by hand too. I was thinking that, like,
Yeah,
maybe
they're
like
just-
a ratings thing.
Or they maybe don't
Um,
do all of it edited by hand, but like certain aspects
Some of it,
They can
yeah.
use some AI and then use, just like
Whatever.
manually maybe making things look cleaner.
Yeah.
Fixing up
Use
what the
AI
AI
for the
does.
rough outlines.
Yeah,
Put
yeah.
text on top.
Yeah.
Where do you see a playlist that says "Watch Later"? I'm trying to look on the.
For your watch later's left side. Yeah,
Oh, it's
right.
yeah. This is when I first figured out what a Watch Later was.
Bro, yeah.
The
Neil
Neil deGrasse Tyson thing. Can
The
I
most
see when this was
dystopian
added to the playlist? Probably not.
I thought you could. No, definitely, probably not. I think it's just in
Spotify, you
order.
can see.
Yeah, like it's just in order from as you added
this.
them, so you
This
can
is
think back.
so old though. High school.
High
Like
school, yeah. That's the same
definite.
thing for
So
me,
like
bro.
sophomore,
Yeah.
whenever they came out with Watch Later. But this
Yeah,
is the Neil
yeah.
deGrasse Tyson. Sorry, were you gonna? I feel like I just.
No,
rambled
I
it.
think I'm good.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Oh,
I think
wait,
I
we
have
gotta
seen
get some
this.
audio on this guy. All right, wait. Let me make sure this audio thing.
Yeah, like
It's
does this
working
work
right.
now? Like what's the deal? Like
There's still the
You said
thing
there's
with
new
like
tech?
the capture card. The new tech was just the mouse and keyboard.
Okay, I fuck with that though.
And the new like
Yeah.
the other new thing was this.
the
couch-
table.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
and this
couches
is
and
also
chair
this
instead
is
of the desk.
awesome. Like,
This is a
real
good setup.
Good
Yeah,
setup.
yeah.
I like this.
I do like this more than the desk. All right, so I think I want to turn this mic on so it picks up that. And the audio is not going to be great. But didn't I just hit start? It's full screen. Fuck it. What is the keyboard shortcuts?
Pretty much. What are you trying to do?
Oh, it's over. There's keyboard shortcuts where you can like. I do it on, or with the mouse pad. There's a bunch of shortcuts where you can just slide around. You can go up and see all your
Oh,
windows
that's awesome, dude.
super easily.
Yeah.
And there's ways to do it on it. And I'm good at the mouse stuff because I always use my
Oh,
laptop
so
at
you can
school.
use
But
it
I
on
know
the
there's
keyboard.
ways to do it on the keyboard.
Yeah.
But I can't remember what it was when I looked it up. It was like.
Yeah, give me the
Weird
right shit.
stuff,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But there like is ways to do the whole thing on.
Yeah, did you just recently buy that? Where'd you go?
No, this was Dan's along with that computer.
Oh,
like they
okay.
had that computer at
Yeah.
home and the twins used it in high school and shit, but now no one really uses it. So
Just my
yeah, exactly. It was like in the basement and it had the keyboard. That's why I was like, fuck it. Why not? Yeah.
Yeah, right.
This mouse I stole from my work last summer. It's a
Yeah,
it's a nice
it's
mouse,
pretty
like
cool.
Bluetooth
Yeah.
mouse.
Yeah,
it
Bluetooth
lasts
too is
forever.
huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so I got this. Should we take one more?
Oh, awesome.
Now, why was it wasn't playing? Because this was me. Yeah, like if I feel like a capture card would simplify it because that captures like video and audio.
Oh,
from
dude,
the
so
thing.
much better. Yeah, you'd be able to like organize it a lot better. You know what I mean? If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
because now, yeah, exactly. I got to turn on the mic from the laptop. I'll put this like that.
Yeah.
And turn on the volume on the
Yeah,
TV. You know,
right. Right, let's do it.
it's hard burp. They said I used to burp and like do it to the side, so when it goes to the mic and Gray was like, you just gotta start.
Just
burping.
start doing it into the mic.
Yeah. Alright, I'm turning this up. So it's not.
Shit, that was a good
Yeah,
one, dude.
yeah. But the only bad thing about this mic setup I'm noticing now is we look at each other and talk like this, and the mic is like to the side.
To the right instead of being like.
But then
What's
it's
up,
like when it's
guys?
down here, and it almost feels maybe that is. It feels like it's far away from your face because it's like.
Yeah, I guess
like,
I could
You know
just
what I
leave
mean?
my
Like when
hand.
you're looking forward. I guess it's because we're going to be looking. If we're looking forward, we want it where it was. But if we're looking at each other, then we. I guess that's why. But I'm not going to move back and forth.
I don't know where.
Maybe
I
somewhere
was
right in the
like,
middle.
A little bit in front of my face. Yeah.
No, I got it in a perfect spot.
Alright, let's go.
is the most astounding fact you can share with us about the universe? The most astounding fact. The most astounding fact is the knowledge that the atoms that comprise life on Earth, the atoms that make up the human body, are traceable to the crucibles that cooked light elements into heavy elements in their core under extreme temperatures and pressures. These stars, the high mass ones among them, when unstable in their later years, they collapsed and then exploded, scattering their enriched guts across the galaxy. Guts made of carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and all the fundamental ingredients of life itself. These ingredients become part of gas clouds that condense, collapse, form the next generation of solar systems. Stars with orbiting planets. And those planets now have the ingredients for life itself. So that when I look up at the night sky, and I know that yes, we are part of this universe, we are in this universe, but perhaps more important than both of those facts is that the universe is in us.
This is what I remember.
When I reflect on that fact, I look up. Many people feel small because they're small and the universe is big, but I feel big because my atoms came from those stars. There's a level of connectivity. That's really what you want in life. You want to feel connected. You want to feel relevant. You want to feel like you're a participant in the goings-on of activities and events around you. That's precisely what we are, just by being alive.
Totally agree with that, by the way. I totally agree with that.
Right. Isn't that crazy?
Like that is that, and I remember hearing that. Dude, so good though, genuinely. Like that is, that's exactly what I was talking about. Like the atoms and everything that comprise the universe are in us, so we are a part of the universe.
Yeah,
and it's just, it's true. You know?
Yeah, it is true. It's so crazy to think about how like we just think of the world, and our most like advanced understanding of it is a bunch of little balls, for lack of a better word, working together. And there was a guy on. We've talked about Lex Friedman.
Yeah.
There was a guy on his podcast. It just came up like in my recommended today and auto played, and I didn't. So I like didn't listen to it super detailed, but it was actually really interesting. He was talking about how like we have an understanding of space-time and how like space-time's like this like fabric, and when there's a planet it like pulls
warps
down the fabric, it warps space-time, and now time's going faster, and it's a giant sheet throughout the whole universe, and there's a bunch of planets working all around, and even for us, like we think of it as a 2D thing floating down, but it's a 3D thing.
That's
you know
so
what I
true.
mean? It's infinite planes all around.
Yeah, so then what would be like a 4D thing? What
would be a 4D thing? Exactly. And what this guy was saying was that whole understanding, while it's not like totally incorrect per se, it's not at all how the universe actually works, and it's just our brains simplifying it enough to a way where we can like wrap our heads around it. Because like think about it, like that when we were talking about the barrier between the universe and the end of the universe, like it's just a brain block. There's got to be some brain block mathematically, and the way that we kind of know there's a brain block is because we understand it. We understand how space-time works, but clearly there's shit in the universe we don't understand.
And can't even comprehend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So why wouldn't it happen with that too? Why would we perfectly understand how gravity affects space and time? That we can't understand.
Maybe we have one piece of a larger puzzle. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that, exactly.
So like we're going in the right
that was the
direction.
guy's whole point, and he's written like a bunch of scientific papers on like how life, that the sole purpose was to reproduce.
Yeah.
That life would never. They ran like simulations of. I don't know how they ran the simulations. I guess they talk about it later in the podcast or whatever, or in his papers. But they like ran these simulations, and they found that like their senses, the 5 senses we have, or any senses in any organism, would never fully develop like a true understanding of the universe. Some like
Yeah,
they
like
ran
not-
simulations of that somehow, and it's like
I mean,
that
it
seems
makes
pretty
sense.
legit.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
How-
like a smart. He's published like 100.
It's like a computer that can only do a certain amount of things, you know? Or like you only have such a level of understanding. I feel like until it's just beyond you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you put a calculus equation in front of a monkey,
Mm-hmm.
it's if you do it
Wait,
over and
wait.
over and over, it might start to recognize, oh, these are the same patterns on the.
Yeah.
Maybe it would recognize that, like, oh, this is the same thing every day. It shows me this thing every day.
Yeah.
But it would never begin to think like, okay, so these numbers represent this.
This,
curve, and
yeah,
the other ones
exactly.
come-
Never
like it would
be-
never
yeah,
be able to
I
do that.
agree.
So what are we looking at? We're like, okay, this is the same pattern. This is the same shit every time. We know this shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But then there's the actual, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
calculus
Like
going
you
on.
just can't. Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know.
And we're not that much different than a chimp. Imagine
Mm-hmm.
like something that's that same level of difference to us, or 10 times that difference, or 20, or a million if
Like-
the universe has been around forever and it's all exponential growth. Like it's
It's so hard to
crazy.
even comprehend, dude. Like.
What do you think about? Let's talk about this for a sec. I keep looking back to make sure it's not on the share screen because that ruined the clips last time.
Oh,
You know what I
we were
mean?
on the
Even
share
though I
screen the
know
whole
it's
time.
not. But
Yeah,
yeah, because we were
that's
on the
a good
share
point.
screen the whole time.
Oh,
The
by the way, hold
UFOs
up.
that. Yeah,
Shout out Deer Park. I love your water. If you want to sponsor the pod,
Deer Park's got
sponsor the
really
pod.
good water.
You know, you should do it.
There's a guy I work with, and he showed me this other water fountain. He was like, I'm a water snob, and he said, I only drink Deer Park.
Me too, dude.
Park's the
Me
best.
too. Me too. It's
Just the
honestly why I
water
like it better than
snobs.
Fiji and all that shit.
Yeah, it's better than Fiji. It's cheaper.
Seriously. But anyway, what were you saying?
Anyway, I was gonna say, how up to date are you on like the government UFOs, or like the UFOs that the government's somewhat trying to acknowledge, and like the little like shapes they've seen that like move at crazy speeds?
Yeah, I've
like
seen-
what do you know about that, and like what are your thoughts on that?
I've seen some things, not much. I know that there was like this old video of them tracking. Or maybe it was. Yeah, exactly. And it was like, whoa, this thing is moving. Not. I think it was like a fighter jet that was like.
Yeah.
He was flying. He was like, yo, I got a lock on something. And he was like, it's flying and shit like that. That I saw that, and I know that there were some files that I don't know if it was 100% real. You know, it's shit you see on the internet. You never know what's real. I feel it's very hard to discern. But
I agree.
sorry, my train of thought.
No, you're not. No,
Go
you're
on
good.
somewhere else.
You're good.
But I saw that there were like files released that maybe I think they talked more about, because that video was like really old, I think.
Yeah, that's from like 2014.
Yeah, and
That's
then they
good, like
like
10 years
recent
ago.
files came out or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
That just explain more
They're,
about
so
it.
basically, like, yeah, Congress is like trying to look into it, and they've had a bunch of those. The pilots who saw that one, there's pilots
Yeah.
that have seen other crazy shit.
I
like
believe
that.
they've seen like there's so many.
Yeah,
that
that's
I've seen
yeah.
crazy
The
shit.
people
Think about
who work
it,
on the inside. Oh fuck, you gotta watch this. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You gotta watch this episode.
Hmm.
Joe Rogan, Lou Elizondo. This dude has worked like what seems like his whole life in like CIA, government, engineering type shit.
What's his name
and
again?
Lou Elizondo. It's a real recent one. I'll
Okay.
send it to you.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
but they talk all about the UFOs, and he's like, yeah, like there's been tons of these types of encounters, and we don't know what they are, and he's like in the know about it, and there's certain stuff that he doesn't say. Like Joe will ask a question, he's like, oh, blah blah blah, but there's more to it. I just
You can't talk about it.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, I believe they probably know way more
they know so
than
much.
what we know. Obviously,
Yeah.
the public, I guess, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's certain people.
Yeah. That
Especially like at like Lockheed Martin or these other like huge military companies, even like all these big companies, like supposedly they're like got these materials that were insane, and it looked like tinfoil, and you could crush it up like tinfoil, but it would bounce back to its original shape, and it was super light. And when it was in its shape, you could bang on it, and it was like hard and solid, like a metal sheet, but you could crumble
But it
it
was
up.
light.
Yeah, but it was light,
and
like
durable.
tinfoil.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah,
what?
isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's awesome.
And supposedly they gave it to like a big military defense company, and then later on, people from the government, like the people who were in charge of the program, switched over, and within the government, you know what I mean? Like they hired new people, and the new people like wanted the material back, but the company wouldn't give it to them, so they literally broke into the place and stole it. Or at least some of it. I'm sure it's a way more complicated story.
Oh yeah.
Hey, one viewer, what up?
Wait, who's in?
Oh wait, we got comments.
Sup,
Grant
dudes?
Reagan. This is Grant Reagan.
Dude,
was
we've been going for
the
almost 2 hours.
Blossom Pod founder.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. What's up, bro? It's an honor.
What you drinking, Pat? Good question, Grant. How are you doing? Oh, so glad.
Yeah,
So glad
it's been a while, bro.
I wish you and Mark could meet. Maybe if you ever come to Philly sometime, or if we go to Charleston.
100%, bro.
Yeah.
Do they live down there?
Yeah. He's a senior now. He's a year younger.
Oh,
than
shit.
us.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's in South Carolina. How long y'all been streaming? We've been streaming 1 hour 46 minutes. Damn, that went by quick. What are you drinking? We're drinking statesides. We were drinking some Ronas. We might need to run down and get some more, but these statesides actually aren't bad. We were doing some
pretty good.
But Grant, I was thinking today, this setup is exactly what it was like on Blossom Pod. Shout out. Because we had like a single person chair and a couch. And before, I don't know if you saw any other episodes, Grant, we had like the desk in the middle, but then we had this futon, and I found this cushion from the basement.
Yeah,
so I was like,
like,
oh, I should.
Yeah, bro. It's dope,
Throw it
honestly.
on.
It's clean.
But I feel bad. I
evolving,
feel like
so-
I'm mimicking Blossom Pod. Well, I'm gonna try to go. I don't know. I don't got any.
Just going till
Yeah.
we're done, till we're feeling like.
I don't have
stuff like
anything
that.
like. I don't need to be up super early.
No, tomorrow's my day off.
Fuck yeah.
Chill.
What are you up to, Grant? Are you at Beach Weekend right now? It's there. It's Theta Tau's Beach Weekend where they go to Myrtle Beach, and there's like this house they get.
Big thing, yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I'm trying to get the other lads in there.
Oh yeah. We were just talking about aliens and shit though, and how the fucking government knows there's UFOs, but the information just isn't released. Pat Pod logo goes hard.
I think Grady's gonna jump in. Yeah, dude, the setups, everything's really coming together.
The Pat Pod logo at the top, is that what you mean, Greg?
I think he's talking about the channel thing. Crispy's in here. Let's go, bro.
Yeah. Nah, no Beach Weekend for you. Gotcha. Just hanging out.
Who's gonna win the election? Dude, that's a tough one.
Oh, great question.
That's a tough. Actually, no, it's not.
Aliens real as fuck. All right, who's gonna win the election? That's a good topic to dive into.
I mean, well, it is kind of a tough one. It's.
I
think I know. Like,
what do you? I think Trump's gonna win.
Yeah,
and I think Kamala has this big like energy now.
Yeah.
And all the polls are showing her up or whatever. But one, who the fuck answers political polls? You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like, there are
to be
surveys of,
honest,
like,
I really try
1,000
not to get involved too much.
Yeah.
You know, I do try to vote, but like
Yeah.
I don't really invest myself into politics.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean, or anything.
I feel like it's good to stay informed because like
Not a tough
then
question.
To be
Yeah,
able
I
to
agree
make
for
like
sure.
a mandatory, or not, or like you be able to make like a more informed decision. You know what I mean? I should send you this news channel that's really good. And what up, Crispy and Grant? You guys should look this channel up too. It's called Breaking Points. It's news, but it's like independent media, and they're pretty big. They've got like 1 point something, if not 2 something million subscribers, and it's like this. They're both relatively young, and it's like a Republican guy, this like Republican Indian guy, and this like cute, smart liberal girl, and they like talk about whatever crazy shit's going on, but they're like young and into the mix, so it's like much more interesting than like and it's not biased or crazy stuff like Fox News and CNN. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like,
I get you. And
this
I
is the
think
news,
that's
and they
way
like,
better.
debate
What's going on.
it.
Yeah, that's a way better way to like I think absorb the just like news in general,
Yeah.
like unbiased.
Straight up,
opinion.
and
yeah, straight up.
You hear
form
two
your
sides
own,
of it at
yeah,
the same
you can
time.
you can form your own like opinion about it. It's not like
Exactly.
swayed or anything.
That's their whole entire
That's how it should
mindset.
be. That's how it
yeah,
should be. You know.
yeah, and they both worked at like big corporate companies and.
I think he's
I
got.
wish I could make this
Wait, what
font
is it? I think
fucking
he's got.
bigger.
What does it say about him?
Wait, let me see if I can change this font, cause
Oh, I think he got it, but I've seen some surgeon hairs. Yeah, bro.
where does it say blue, Mark? So see how the text is blue,
Oh yeah.
but it
bro.
says it should be black. Oh, background color.
Oh, you should- well, it is black. It is already black. What is that for? Oh, is
I'm
that?
trying to change the color of the thing so it's like easier to read.
Oh,
You know what
yeah, I
I
think
mean?
you can. I know you can.
Oh, right
I
there.
think you can put
There's
the
the-
chat
there's
on
the
the
blue.
screen too. I don't know how.
It's on the screen. That's what I mean. But it's in the top left. You see it?
Oh
But
shit!
it's
Yeah.
you can barely see it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But there's the blue. How many zeros are there? 6 or 7? Okay, less zeros now. There we go.
Oh yeah. So.
Ah, I took them away. Great. Alright.
Alright.
I
we
can't
got
really
too much
see
chat,
this.
so.
It's so small.
I'm saying trying to figure out which go to news sites, channels, profiles. Social media in general, I just kind of scroll through. I don't necessarily go like Instagram, Twitter, like and that normally has a depending on I guess who you truly follow, but you
Yeah.
know the For You page will normally have like if there's breaking news. Also like Apple will suggest stuff. I try not to like get too invested in that. Like I said, like obviously news in general, like I don't know, things travel around. If it's really big, you'll hear it.
Yeah.
You'll hear about it. So
I think you get. Grant, this answers your question. Breaking points. I think you should watch it too.
Yeah.
It's because they make it like much more like just when you're playing games or whatever, throw it on in the background, and like some real life shit is crazier than
Yeah.
movies. Like so you know how Israel and Iran are kind of in like these
Yeah.
Iran funds all the countries that or all the groups that Israel is fighting, and Israel went and assassinated one of Iran's top leaders, but they didn't just go and blow up their house or like do anything big that like
Yeah.
killed a bunch of people. They did it at like this big fancy formal event where there was a bunch of security of like the Iranians had a bunch of security and everything. It was a very high profile event, and they like went in and snuck in and killed him in like the middle, like a thing that should be really protected. They went in
and
inside
still
snuck
got
in
him.
and got
Oh
him.
wow! To like
And
prove a
they
point.
could to prove a point,
Yeah,
and they could
yeah.
have just shot a rocket at his house and blown it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, they snuck. They proved
Like no matter what, like we're better.
We're
yeah.
here. Like,
Yes,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
You
yeah.
can't.
That's
Isn't that fucking
crazy, bro. Yeah. Nah.
Yeah, like some shit in real life is
But
crazy. Like that would
Crazier
be
than oh my
crazy
god! I
movie.
believe there's so much
Yeah.
more shit that you can't even imagine that's happened. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That only like you can, like that'll never be real. But it's like it probably that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what's
Crazy.
crazy is the shit that doesn't get talked about. You know what I mean? Like there's definitely, like we hear all the stories of stuff that's like the news gets broken on,
Yeah.
or like I don't know if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like things that get reported by the news. Think about like the people do shit in the shadows all the time.
Oh, like shit that we
there's-
can't. Yeah, we don't even know about. Like shit that there's going on right now. That we
Yeah,
don't know
yeah,
about,
exactly,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Like a lot of everyone has objectives in their lives in one way or
That's
another.
yeah.
Some people's objectives are to like take control and do crazy things, but for almost all that you like want not a lot of people to know about it. I'm talking about like people at the top of the CIA and FBI and all that
Things
shit.
that yeah.
Like they have their agendas and they're like, okay, we don't want people to know about this that we're also doing something.
Yeah, and like, what do you think? Okay, this is a tough question, but like, what do you think if someone had a crazy plan like that, like a really like
Sinister.
something that's like I'll control the public or like really top level shit, what do you think it would be? And I know that's a tough question, like a really tough question.
That is a tough question.
Because it can
because
go.
there's
It's
levels
just such
to
a
this
large.
shit. Like there's the people who are the top of the CIA and the FBI, and people in Congress who are senators and the president, and all those people appear to be like the most powerful people there at the top. But think about it. Humans are smart. The people who are really at the tippy top of the hierarchy, who aren't afraid to steal and steal and lie, and they can do anything because they have no moral repercussions.
That's
just,
true.
achieve
Like
this goal. They're gonna want to be at the top and not be known about. Why would you, if you're the
That's
most powerful
true,
person, why would you want to be the president and have to deal with press conferences and campaigning
and all that
this
shit. Yeah, just the public opinion about you
Yeah,
and
public
getting
opinion.
canceled and
Yeah.
all that. Yeah,
If you're really trying to make decisions, you're.
Oh, there's
gonna
people
be
we don't
the
even know about. I totally agree with that.
I think
there's
the most
no
powerful
doubt.
people we don't know about.
Yeah.
What are their objectives? I have no clue.
And is it?
But it seems like for some reason, and this could be other countries interfering with us too. It seems like over the last really the last 8 years of presidents between Trump then Biden, and even a little before that, it was like division. Everything was getting so divided, like politically, everyone was people were getting canceled, like we were talking about. It seemed like that would be good for another country. And there was that video of this Russian. Oh, we should watch that video too. This Russian spy talking about how they would break down a country from the inside, and it would take like 40 years, and it's exactly what's happened here. And that video is from
we
50
we
or
watched
60.
that last time.
Yeah, we did watch that last time.
Great video.
Great video.
Yeah. And I mean, it is true, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
exactly what's going on.
But yeah, so I feel like that's happening there. But is it? I wonder. Here's the real question: Is there someone who has influence over like the president of the United States and Putin? You know what I mean?
Like,
two
like a
enemies that can
real-
pull both their strings.
That's
I
so
feel
true,
like
man.
no, but
You never
maybe
really
it's more
know.
nuanced than that. Maybe it's like
Do you?
they control it where, okay, cut off this
The
specific
supply
amount of
and-
supplies.
Yeah,
going for
like
this,
the really
make
top.
them want to do this.
Man. Yeah, and I mean, do you think it's and do you,
Puppet masters.
yeah? Do you think that's like the person with the most amount of money controls? Like, is it like deep wealth, like generational wealth that controls everything, or do you think it's more something more sinister,
I
or
think
something more
generational
above?
wealth is definitely
money.
a huge part of it, but I
Yeah.
think more of it is being someone who has the ability, someone who's in those circles of the tops of the, like for a normal person to get there would be impossible. You need to like be born at least to the point
Into
where your
a-
parents are like somewhat in
Yeah,
the
agreed.
scene of
Agreed,
what's
yeah.
going on, and you might take it from there and run with it, but
Yeah. There's no way like some
Yeah.
kid is gonna grow up and be able to.
yeah, exactly
totally
get
agree.
into that scene.
Yeah.
But I feel like the rich people have that advantage because over time they would be like the most powerful ones in those
Yeah.
circles. So I feel like that. I don't even fucking know.
It's tough.
so
It's not
above
too
us.
big of a
It's-
question.
yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
So like.
What do
You
you
can
guys
stare
think?
us.
All right, wait, we do got some comments.
Yeah, we do. I'm gonna piss real quick, dude. Once it,
Yeah, I
once
do.
you like piss and then like you just cut, you keep going.
I
It's like
kind of got a pistol. I'll read out these comments and then
we'll make
take
you want
turns
to
and
sort
all
of
that.
like.
Yeah. No, I don't want to leave them hanging.
Yeah, no, you're right. We'll take a piss break, everybody.
I take a piss break. Is that what you're saying?
No.
All right, I'll piss
No, I
break.
said we'll take a piss break. Like one will go and then one will stay and then.
All right,
one
well
will go.
let's do this. We'll read their comments and then you guys hold tight for 1 second and we'll think about our responses while we're pissing.
Yeah.
What y'all's motherfucking opinion on foreign policy? ? I've been watching Narcos and that shit really got me questioning. Bohemian Grove sketch. Oh fuck, dude. Bohemian Grove. Okay, those are good things.
Bohemian Grove. What's that?
Oh, Bohemian. We'll talk about it.
Oh wait, maybe I've heard
when we
that.
get
Sounds...
back. All right, foreign policy and Bohemian Grove. We'll be back in less than a minute.
Yeah. Pittsburgh.
Yeah. You can use this one.
Oh wait. Oh okay. Bet.
Pittsburgh is over. We're back. Wait, no more. That was crazy time. We literally crossed paths.
Right. Hey, we're going back.
Bro, this chat box is just impossible to read.
Yeah, it can't do black. Yeah,
it's because there's too many like mixed colors back there.
Maybe you could put it on like the bottom. I don't know. But that would block one.
Lot, I guess.
In the middle.
Even that, like
yeah, it's pretty. Yeah,
still.
That's rough.
It's
gotta go on top
just
for
put
sure.
it over our faces. Whatever. All right.
Bohemian Grove. What is
Bohemian Grove. Bohemian Grove is this place. You know Alex Jones, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Alex Jones was the one who broke the news about Bohemian Grove in like the 90s. Bohemian Grove is a place in California where a bunch of like all the presidents would go there and
Rich,
there'd be like other rich
yeah.
It's like this weird club thing, and Alex Jones snuck in there. It's like this place in the woods in California. He snuck into those, somehow he found out where it was, and he went and got like video of them all around like this giant owl in the middle of the woods, and the owl like is there, like you can find other videos online of people going. Now it's all abandoned, like
there's no.
They don't go there because now it's exposed. I'm sure
Yeah,
they have some
yeah.
other secret spot now.
100%.
But supposedly they would do like Richard Nixon went there and
Only guys are allowed.
yeah, only guys were allowed, and they did like weird gay shit supposedly. Like Richard Nixon went there and he was asked about it later, and he was like, yeah, that place was like, that was the most faggy thing I've ever done, or something like that. I'm gonna see if I can find the video.
Yeah, no, that would be awesome, bro. I did hear about it, like someone snuck in or something. I remember.
Yeah, that Alex Jones like broke it originally, but
what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
What? Yeah, like that's weird. Like, why?
Yeah,
What would
it's
that
crazy.
even- I don't even know.
Grant, we got some high tech now. I can control the computer.
Yeah, bro. He's got
We're wireless.
He's leveling up. And then the next up is you gotta get
a
capture card and
yeah.
headphones.
Yeah.
So you can hear like
hear the
us
monitor.
talking.
Yeah.
And the monitor and everything will just go straight into that. It'll be perfect. Bro.
What was it? Nixon on the. Oh,
Yeah.
this is perfect too, right in between.
Yeah, seriously.
Nixon.
Faggy. That's what it said. Bro.
It's so crazy.
It's
It's nuts. Offensive Nixon tapes released. That could be it. Is it this one? It would be offensive.
Cited Roe v. Wade in January 19. Israel shot death.
And now it's going to happen in America. These people don't start behaving. Maybe they have a death wish. You know that.
Alright. Ah, fucking
Maybe
I'm gonna
not.
share my screen.
Yeah, you
I'm
know.
gonna look it up on Google. Nixon talking about.
Bohemian Grove. Yeah, here it comes.
Oh, was it already?
Yeah, first one. It's gotta be that one.
All right, let's share the screen real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, we can read through it.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna read through this thing about Richard Nixon talking about. Bohemian Grove. Bless you.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Fellow
This thing's long as fuck.
God damn, bro. Nobody making a YouTube video on this? Like, come on. Holy shit, man. You're just
All right,
yapping.
we'll read the beginning and see if it seems
yeah.
like it. Well, this is to the Bohemian Club. We don't want that. We
Oh,
want,
no, you're right.
It's
We
like a
want him
video
talking
about
it.
him.
Most faggy god.
Yeah, this is
here
it.
we go.
This is it. Finally.
That's what they are. That's what they are. You understand? Yeah. You know what's happening. This dog. Clear over. But it isn't just not the ranking part. But the upper class in San Francisco is that way. The Bohemian Grove that I attend. The Easters, the others that come there. But it is the most faggy goddamn thing you will ever had in San Francisco crowd because it's just terrible. I can watch it easily like San Francisco.
That's crazy. That's funny, dude. Yeah, no.
There's a lot of hoopla about age.
I mean, that definitely. I mean, come on, bro. That's gotta prove to a point, like, what they're doing there. If anybody ever disbelieved it, because I feel like there's always gonna be doubters.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
Totally.
like,
No, yeah, but that's the deal with Bohemian Grove. It's like this crazy.
Crazy.
We could go down a whole rap. That would be a good topic for an episode, like just go on Reddit about.
Reddit. Yeah, I don't ever use Reddit, but I hear there's a lot of. Like that's like a good way to debate or something.
yeah.
You know?
There's just a bunch of crazy shit on there. I feel like my eyes are getting worse. I don't know if they are.
Mine
It is
are-
small.
It's small. Mine aren't that bad. I think maybe they're not as good as they. Maybe they weren't like perfect, but my eyes are still good. Like I don't need glasses yet.
Yeah.
I think I told mine
I
on
feel like
there,
I don't
but-
need glasses. There have been pamphlets and stuff.
Yeah, pamphlets and stuff of
Yeah, pamphlets.
speeches that are given from the past, like in the 90s or maybe 2000s. There was one about the World Trade Centers.
World Trade
Yeah,
Centers.
yeah.
Tech
Tech
privacy
privacy in the 21st century.
Oh,
What?
pamphlets about that.
Like,
oh,
like,
Th-
oh
yeah.
yeah. Not.
When
What am I trying to
Yeah,
say?
well, it
like
was
pamphlets
right
or like,
after- that's what I'm thinking. Like pamphlets, like
Yeah,
trifold
yeah.
things.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
read a lot of political pamphlets?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a whole crazy subject too. The World Trade Centers and the evolution of privacy after that. Like,
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
everything changed after
well,
that, dude.
dude, okay. Let's dive into this for a sec. Have you ever heard of Operation Northwoods?
No.
It was this thing I hadn't heard about it until recently. There was a really good video about it. I could try to find it, send it to you. But basically, when Kennedy was president, the Joint Chiefs of Staff, like all the heads of all the major military, all the like 5 military branches or whatever, not military, like defense. You know what I mean? Like Navy, Army, space, all that stuff. They all had this plan that they submitted to Kennedy that said, this is when they were fighting against Cuba, and they were saying we should fake terrorist attacks in the United States, say they're from Cuba, now we have a reason to invade. And then
I see. Yes.
Kennedy said no, and then
Grady's in here.
years
Yo.
go by. Oh, what
What's
up,
good,
Grady?
Grady? Sorry, keep going.
Talking about 9/11, just
Yeah.
to fill you in.
Yeah, keep going. Sorry.
Well, I guess there's a delay, so we missed
Oh,
that.
yeah.
But, But yeah, so then 9/11 happened, and there's a bunch of weird shit that was going on. Like the government announced that, or the Department of Defense, I think it was, announced that they lost like $2 trillion the day before, and then 9/11 happened the day after. That got
Right.
like wiped out in the news, obviously, because
Because,
of 9/11. There was Building 7, which was completely separate, didn't get hit at all, and it collapsed, and it looked like a completely controlled
I see.
demolition. And then immediately after that, we went to
Went to
war and
war,
started
yeah,
attacking with
yeah.
7 different countries over there,
True, bro.
which is
I mean, that's
a very
like
similar thing to what
yeah.
happened before. And that was when Snowden.
Mhm.
You've
Yeah,
seen
I
the
know.
movie Snowden, right?
Yes, yeah.
You guys probably know too. The guy who stole all the information from the CIA and released it, but he was right after 9/11. The CIA started getting really what's the right word? They just started taking in way more data on American citizens and people all around the world because of what was like the Patriot Act, which essentially like gave them free reign on a lot of things. I believe I'm butchering this probably
Mhm.
to some extent for sure, but I know the Patriot Act like gave them all these extra rules, and there was like the FISA court where if it got approved in secret it was fine, but everything would just get approved.
Yeah, right.
And
Oh, I see. Okay.
yeah, so then like power started being abused in a
Mhm.
lot of ways, and that's kind of what the whole Snowden movie's about, trying to explain that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Julian Assange like released. He was very similar to Snowden in the sense that he released all these classified documents, and he was living in some embassy. I can't remember what country now. He was just like living in the embassy for like 7 years there because he couldn't get back to America because he would get arrested. And
Yeah,
stuff.
there would be. Yeah, yeah. I feel.
And I think he just got like exported to Brit or something.
Oh,
Oh shit!
we got to arm off.
Like down.
Warm off. Technical
What are those other
difficulties.
comments there?
Yeah. Love the new setup by Grady. Shout out Eric Snowden. Yeah, the setup's dope, dude. Like the couch and shit. Honestly, full disclosure right now, pretty good right now. Not gonna lie. Like those members, we're doing good.
Yeah, I agree.
Shout out Eric Snowden. Dick Cheney. What does it say behind the heart, bro? I can't.
Wait, I'm a couple comments behind. Pamphlets.
Oh yeah, the Oh, I was kind of.
Like to get bulletins / undowns. Is that what that says? Undowns? For the people that give speeches. To get bulletins.
Oh, the pamphlets.
Rundowns,
Yeah.
not undowns. Here, I was like, what the fuck is an undown? Okay, yeah. Gotcha. Grady says, hype, love the new setup. Shout out. Eric's, yeah. Dick Cheney got surveilled. Is that what it says? It's emoji things. This,
Yeah, the emoji thing is fucking.
yeah, I fucking
What does it say?
I fucking hate
Oh,
this
God.
shit.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Nice. Got us surveilled.
Um,
Yeah, Dick Cheney did get us surveilled. Dick Cheney was he vice president or was he chief of staff under? It was right after 9/11 when Bush was in office. He was like totally in with all the military companies and was just like giving out a ton of money and making a bunch of money. Let's look up Dick Cheney's.
Yeah, I know. I've heard about him before.
Dick Cheney.
Vice president, yeah.
Why-
2001 to 2009.
Google would sum it up.
Yeah, the net worth is never really right, I'll be honest, but
Yeah, that is true.
I mean, I guess you just have a rough estimate, you know. I'm just like,
That is very true. It's never full. 19 million and
Not
then
even.
6 million.
probably even. That's crazy.
Definitely.
Imagine, like, what are you gonna do with all that money, bro? Like, that's deep level shit, you know?
Yeah.
Top of the
Hey,
food
that,
chain.
that's a lot of money, and think about the people who. Oh fuck! I thought I was screen sharing. But
Bush's VP, but chief of staff before. If you haven't watched the movie Vice, Vice, yeah, watch it. See, it's like I can see it, bro, but
I think if I do
sometimes
this,
it's tough.
that's kind of better, isn't it?
Oh yeah, like more spaced out.
I
No,
wish
totally
there was
agree.
a way to. But I don't know. There probably isn't. That looks small. No, it doesn't. If you haven't watched the movie Vice,
Yeah, I've
watch
heard
it.
of-
I don't think. I don't even know if
I've
I've heard of it. What's the movie
I have.
Vice?
Let me look it up.
Is it about Dick Cheney or is it about someone vice president? That makes sense. He was VP and chief of staff before. I knew he was just like very involved in that administration.
2018. Governor George Bush of Texas picks Dick Cheney, the CEO of Halliburton, to be his Republican running mate in the 2000s 2000s presidential election. Cheney's impressive resume includes stints as White House Chief of Staff, House Minority Whip, and Defense Secretary. When Bush wins by a narrow margin, Cheney begins to use his newfound power to help reshape the country and the world. Yeah, bro. Like
Interesting.
that is.
Should we- Here's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna call Grant from your phone. Is that okay? We would do that
Yeah, that's
sometimes on
fine.
Blossom Pod.
Super.
But I don't know his number by heart. I'm sure I could find it on here though. In contacts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Call this number. I won't read it out. Not that anyone's seeing this except Grant and Grady, but yeah, I wonder if there's a way. Do you think there's a way in settings I could just make all text bigger? You know how on your iPhone there's a way to do that?
Yeah, you probably can, bro.
Hello?
Yo.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo.
How you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good.
Hanging
We just
out.
figured we'd call.
No, I'm just eating some chicken. I mean, I was honestly about to say I'm about to go to sleep in probably 5 or 10 minutes, but I've been listening for the past little bit.
Oh, fuck
Fuck yeah, man. Yeah.
You're a G. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, appreciate the comments, dude. Really, pushing the discussion.
Dude, I wanted y'all to go back and revisit the American foreign policy comment.
Oh yeah, in terms of what I think in general we shouldn't get involved with shit that
Yeah, that's.
we really don't have a significant attachment to or that we can impact without using military action. Like Ukraine, we don't have to be sending them billions and billions and billions. And
Yeah, I think there's a
billions of
point where,
dollars.
like, you help to a point, Like,
Yeah.
it gets. We shouldn't be, like, overexerting our resources to help other people, At the same time, like, we should be helping, but,
Yeah.
No, I
Not
totally
consistent.
agree. That's just because, I mean, at least growing up in, like, school here in South Carolina, like, you always heard the terms, like, the U.S., the world police, or at least the Western Hemisphere police, like, we kind of take care of issues and whatever, but, like, actually, I know that's kind of, I should just totally compare everything to a show that's technically hard fiction, but if you haven't seen Narcos, it's really good about Pablo Escobar and, like, Haiti. But, like, there was no reason for us to be trying to be down there in Colombia, investing resources there, whenever we had, like, so many problems. Like, I mean, our cocaine problem was in Miami, which may have come from that, but, like, I mean, I get trying to nip it in the bud, but at the same time, like, Colombia didn't want us there. I mean, that and, like, Iran, one of the top oil producers in the world, we still send them, like, millions every single week, and we don't even get any. It's one thing if we're getting benefits from it, if we were getting oil from Iran at a much discounted price, over there, that would be different, but we just have our hands, I feel like, in a lot of, we're trying to create too much influence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. We should be taking care of, problems we have in our own
Yeah,
country before.
Imagine
You
if
know.
we threw all the money that we throw to other countries. Imagine if we threw that into our own.
Oh my God, our
countries,
own
how much it would be
issues.
fixed.
Yeah.
If we
yeah.
gave the amount of half the money we gave Ukraine to the public school
Holy
system,
shit.
oh my God, dude.
Yeah, that is so true. How
Amazing.
different would
Yeah.
be, like how differently
Clearly,
educated
that money
people
is
be.
in like
Yeah.
they can just spend that money.
Yeah, exactly. Like they have that.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
true.
exactly. That money
Yeah,
is
it's
there.
just not the motivation. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, totally. And it's like, yeah, in a way, we should be the police of the world for like underdog countries who are good and stop them from being corrupted by other countries. But for
Yeah.
people who are super powerful, that inevitably leads to, oh, okay, this country, we should make sure that's a good country, so that they help us with stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And,
exactly.
oh, they're not a good country. Let's overthrow. The CIA has done this so many times. Oh, they're not a good country. Let's overthrow their government and have a new election done where the pro-Western guy
Right,
gets
yeah.
elected, and now everything's peachy. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
But over time, like all these countries know
That's
that.
still us just trying to influence, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's.
if it went more like, if the Vietnam War went more how the Korean one did, where, you know, North Korea is communist, South Korea is democratic or whatever, like, that would be a whole lot different. Like, the Vietnam War, I feel like there's definitely more an economic ploy, but also, like, the more I think about it, like, I get the containment of communism to an extent, but I mean, if it fails and it's not affecting us, I don't really get why we'd be totally trying to
To
just
stop
push
it. Yeah.
everywhere.
Right.
To, you know, make everywhere democratic. It's like, you know, again, focus on our own country, our own issues at home.
Couldn't agree more,
So
bro.
Yeah.
some of that stuff, like I don't think communism is just great or anything, and everybody should do it. Like, I think it was usually a failed scheme, but
Yeah, totally agree.
that's not affecting us if a company or if a country's failing in that regard. Like,
Yeah, like let them fail almost. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah. Like.
I agree.
I don't think it's our responsibility.
It-
To go and
yeah,
stop it.
If
Totally
we
agree, right.
buy a bunch of oil from them or whatever, or not even any essential good from them, I feel like we should be on their side. But then we found out during COVID, like we rely on China for so much
Oh,
shit,
so much
and
shit,
we are
dude.
not
Yeah,
allies
that's
with them
crazy.
at all. Like that's crazy. All so
Yeah, which
much
is
of our
scary.
medicine, dude. It's
Yeah.
fucking wild. Crazy. Why? Yeah,
But
that
what
makes
keeps
no
them in
sense.
check,
Why
you
would
know what I
you
mean?
do business
With your enemies.
important manufacturing stuff like medicines? You know what I mean? Why
If
would
you had no
rely on
choice,
an
yeah,
adversary
I don't
for
know,
that?
bro. Unless it's completely like regulated by American people or people with American interests. Like I don't know, bro. Like, but how
Like,
could it be?
couldn't
You know
be.
what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
It can't be.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, crazy. Unless it's controlled by the puppet masters. at
Yeah,
top
the
of
top.
shadows.
Yeah, that's so
Yeah.
true. Who knows, man?
I can definitely see that too.
Yeah, right.
It's a rabbit hole.
I mean, it makes sense. The most powerful people wouldn't want to be in the spotlight. They would be want to making decisions.
Yeah, they don't. You don't. Yeah, you won't know their name, like you said earlier.
comfort
you
of
know?
their homes.
Yeah.
Or whatever, without being in the public.
Think about what kind of dangers they be in. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a really good book called, I mean, it's not totally about what we were just talking about, but in terms of like, you know, creating systems, like big people that are kind of pulling the string, being puppet master pulling the strings, and creating systems that have been around for a while, like the Federal Reserve.
What book is it?
It's called The Creature from Jekyll Island, and it's all about like the Rothschilds and stuff.
I
Interesting.
haven't heard about it. It's,
Like, I mean, I have not read it, but you know, it's got great reviews, and my dad was actually recommending it to me because he was like, I read it. He said it is a really hard read just because like there's a lot of stuff that I don't just totally know, and like you have to like he was like I listened to the audiobook and I even had to get back and be like, what the heck did they just like talk about or whatever?
Yeah.
yeah, like re-listen or reread. Yeah.
But it's definitely something on my read list pretty soon, just because it sounds pretty interesting about that stuff.
That does sound interesting. I
What's it
just
called
got
again? What's it
Audible,
called?
and I think I'm gonna get that now. That sounds awesome.
Hold on, let me look something up.
Yeah, but yeah.
Cause I'll
That
yeah,
sounds
do that.
interesting. That sounds really interesting.
Yeah, something that's really. Cause like
Everybody calls the Federal Reserve Bank like one of the biggest scams in history.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah.
You're just like such a big, controlled organization.
Mm-hmm.
There's one other book that I wanted to say real quick.
If I just hold this up to this
Yeah.
mic.
Active Measures. That's about like CIA stuff of like behind the scenes by Thomas Rid. Apparently, it's pretty crazy too.
What is that one called? Behind the scenes? No, not that.
It's called Active Measures by Thomas Rid.
Active Measures.
Oh,
Okay. Is that the one you were talking about before, or that's a different one?
No, that's the other one's called Creature from Jekyll Island.
Creature from Jekyll Island. Okay.
This
I'm glad I got that on.
All the videos we can
so
go
now
back
I
and
can
look.
look
Yeah, I was gonna write it down, but
It's called It's called Active Measures: The Secret History of Disinformation and Political Warfare.
Interesting.
Oh, okay. Alright.
That sounds good. I'm listening to this one audiobook now. It's called Chaos, The Secret. It's like Manson, psychedelics, Manson, and the secret history of the 60s. And
Yeah,
I haven't gotten like I've just started it. I'm like an eighth of the way through. But what it's about is like Charles Manson, he like had this whole cult and committed these crazy murders, and he was in like the prison system his whole life, and the CIA went in and they did these experiments when LSD was first became
I heard about
popularized,
this,
and they would
right.
try to use
Yeah.
it for like mind control experiments, and he was like a main
Yeah.
subject in that, and they like loaded him up with LSD and did these crazy things with him.
To try-
LSD
yeah, make
days
him
on
more-
end. Yeah, and he like learned how to. Like he would go out and do the same things with other people. It was
That's crazy.
that's I just know the books about that because I heard the guy on Joe Rogan talking about it.
Yeah.
Like the guy who wrote it, but now that I'm listening to it, I haven't gotten to those details. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta get back into audiobooks, but
Dude, yeah, I just once I started driving to work.
yeah, that's like the best time to honestly
Yeah.
listen
Celsius is in audio.
to it. You just vibing.
Yeah. What's not to love? Grady and Crispy left, I guess.
Yeah, they go. Said what's up though. We appreciate the what's
yeah,
up.
yeah. Thanks
Thanks for stopping by. Exactly. All that.
How was your dinner tonight, Grant?
It was good. It was more of a midnight snack. I already had dinner.
What'd you eat for dinner? What'd you eat for dinner?
Eating some chicken.
Oh, chicken.
Yeah. Why no beach weekend for you?
I just didn't really want to go, honestly.
Not feeling it.
I mean, there's like,
A different group of people.
I hate to say this, but it is just different. It's not people that I just hang out with like I did like with y'all and stuff, so I'm not as inclined to go.
Yeah. For context, so Grant hung out with like all people our age, and there was like
Well, I mean,
10 plus of us. There was like 30 people. How many? It was like 33 people in that fraternity graduated.
Oh shit.
at least.
All at once. And
Yeah.
like he was friends with all of us, and now it's like all the younger
All the,
kids.
yeah, it's I can imagine that being difficult.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, I'm young. Like I just turned 22 in July, so like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right behind us.
exactly. Yeah. He's just like a school year behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I was just like, it was. I mean, it's kind of like that, and yeah, it is honestly just like so different because of the chunk of people that left. So I'm like, I don't know, I'm not gonna talk.
How are like the rush events and stuff? Are they?
I mean, we've only had one info night, and it's hard to say still, just because it's not a whole lot.
Yeah. Well, it'll be a good year.
Yeah.
You'll be able to dial in. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I gotta take the MCAT and like go on marker.
Ooh.
Crazy.
Yeah, for real.
And then,
Crazy.
Good luck.
alright, gents, I'm not gonna interrupt our podcast any longer. I gotta go. I didn't interrupt,
No, you're good.
We
Not
appreciate you
interrupt at all.
stopping by, man.
Yeah.
but I'm glad I could join for a second.
Yeah.
For
Me
real.
too. Me too. I think once.
I'll definitely be trying to listen more too. I'm glad you sent us that link.
Yeah, he's been grinding, man. He's been putting out pods.
And
Just keep it up.
we were talking. I don't know if you were on when me and Mark were talking about it. A capture card that would solve the issue of being able to like call someone in, because then I could just have it on the other computer, put it right
Yeah,
into
that's
the one
so
that's
true.
streaming, and like it would be smooth. And how much are those things? Are they expensive?
Yeah, I think so. A
Like,
couple
oh,
hundred.
fuck. Dang. Even for like I don't need a nice one. I just need it to do like simple.
I've never really
I'll look
looked
into
at
it,
that,
but
but you probably found it cheap.
yeah.
You
But-
still need to figure out if you can. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to be like, you need to figure this out, but like, the delay and the comments.
Yeah, I don't know how to make that better. That's a good point. Maybe an Ethernet or something. I don't know if that would really.
I don't
As a viewer, that would definitely enhance the.
experience.
Don't you already have it? There's like a delay you can put on the stream, I think, initially, but I think he has that off. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like, I will look into that more. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
I wonder if it is like connectivity or if there's just a certain, like, it's never going to be zero because it needs to go from the video on my phone and the sound of the mics to the computer into Streamlabs. Then Streamlabs sends it to YouTube.
And then it's.
And
Yeah.
maybe I could stream straight through YouTube. Does YouTube have like a streaming
Yeah.
thing where you can do scenes and shit like
Yeah, I
this?
think so. I believe so.
I think so.
Well,
But I might not be as
or
in-depth,
Twitch. I
you
wonder
know
if
what I mean?
Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch. I mean, that's how. a lot
Well,
of
you can
people-
stream through. Like you could stream on Twitch. You know what I mean? Through the.
Do you think that would
OBS.
have a shorter lag time?
I don't know.
Even
It's
when
hard
you
to
watch
say, bro. It
Twitch,
could just be
there's
like
a
an
lag.
internet thing.
When
like,
you
that's
watch
what I
people
don't know.
streaming on Twitch, there's a lag.
There's always a delay, but I'm pretty sure you can like make it.
Mitigated.
Yeah, like you can make it.
Definitely get it down. It's like, I think whenever, like, when we were doing it, I think it's probably about the same for that. But
Yeah, like our delay is definitely longer.
30
Yeah.
seconds or so.
Yeah, like that's
Like,
yeah.
Dang, that sucks.
Yeah.
It's got to be a way, but
There it
you'll
is.
figure it out.
Next
Like,
time I'm
look it
gonna
up,
try
do some
streaming
research.
straight through YouTube. I'll look on there.
Yeah,
Was that a fart?
That was.
yeah. Absolutely prime.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Dude.
You might need to go wipe.
Yeah, probably am about to, so I gotta go now.
Alright.
Have a good one, bro.
Talk to you later, brother.
Alright.
Nice talking to you.
See y'all later.
Peace.
He's
Vice.
a good guy.
Yeah, bro. He's chill, son.
So chill.
Vice, yeah. Gonna watch that shit.
I want another drink. This water does taste good.
I'm good now. Yeah, I gotta drink water, bro. I haven't drank any water.
So water starting to cough drop. Yeah. Seems like good.
They are good. Fuck. No, I'm good. I'm good right now. Appreciate it. Also get
What were we
hungry,
talking
bro.
about before I came in? It's been a good pod. Even
It's been a great pod,
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
And definitely some good clips.
dude. Yeah. I don't even. Did the other one? How long were we going for the other one? Was it? Did we go for like 3 hours, but it only recorded like 2? I think.
Yeah, let's shit.
I think it was, but I could be. Bro, it's actually getting cold out tonight. You feel that?
Dude, yeah.
That was crazy. All's coming.
It says it's 55 out right now. It's also crazy we live in a time now, like, Native Americans, like, maybe they had some slight way of predicting weather a day or two in advance, but, like, barely. And now, it's like, man, yeah, it is chilly outside.
Look
Then
at
just
your
look at
phone.
your
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
at 55
Yeah,
degrees.
exactly. It's like,
Rain tomorrow.
yeah.
What are we all gonna look
Are you sharing your screen?
for? No, I'm not. It definitely does look harder to read on the TV.
Yeah, but also, like, it could be the lights spraying you in the eyes, making it harder to see.
Yeah, true. Spot. Tap on.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm safe too. Was this the last episode you were? Wait, what was the
No,
last
I
episode?
didn't. This was the last one.
Oh yeah, I saw this. I think I have to.
I should post that. I'm like always slow to post.
Yeah, it's
2.5. Yeah.
2.5. Yeah.
That's not a bad setup with the desk.
Yeah, no, I like that setup for sure, but like the
Yeah.
only other thing I'd say is if you were gonna get a desk, which I mean I guess you should at some point, like a real desk. just do it like Joe Rogan style, you know, it's just like
Yeah.
across the desk from each other, or like we have it there, you know, but just get like a long desk and then you can have like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like 2 mics on each side, you
Yeah,
know, or
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. That would be good. I was thinking of maybe putting those 2 desks like back to back, because then it would be like one big
That would be
table.
cool,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. That's a good point, Brett. Now you could do that. And then, but
yeah,
like,
we always could, and just like have this in the background. I
That's
put the desks so they're right here.
yeah,
And just, you know, excuse me, so I wouldn't have to like move all this every time. you
yeah,
know?
that's true.
But yeah, like a bunch of this. Remember, we were reading these things. And
Oh,
we were
yeah,
talking about it.
yeah.
Like it was all, like it would show like this part of the screen or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it. When I was talking about the shorts earlier, how a lot of them turned out weird. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's all I was saying. It's like because I would
Yeah.
feed this into the AI, it wouldn't know what to look at. So
Yeah,
it would
other than
look
yeah.
at some
yeah
random portion of
on the screen instead of
Like,
actually looking
this
at
is
us
like a
and shit.
low quality clip. I should.
Yeah.
I don't want to like put something out. Doesn't
No, I
need to
totally
be
agree.
great, but if it has been,
No,
edited,
you
I
should
don't want it to be,
definitely-
like terrible.
Yeah,
You
no,
know
I
what mean?
totally agree. That's definitely the better way to do it.
But,
Yeah, no.
no.
We don't want to lie,
Yeah.
lie out.
That would be bad.
For real.
That pod 10, double digits now.
Let's go, man. You're just getting up there. I like that.
Grant said one time when we were doing Boston Pod, I don't know where he heard this. He said like after 40 episodes, you're like
Really good.
getting me. Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, dude, keep going, bro.
It does feel like each episode.
You get more
That's
knowledge.
slightly
Yeah, I
better,
totally
yeah.
agree with that. I mean, that's with anything, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, just keep going, bro. But like, yeah, you definitely need to have a want to get better at it. You
Yeah.
know, to actually learn.
To actually do it.
And you have, and just keep going, bro. It's good. It's getting good, man. And you're trying out new setups like that too.
Yeah.
Like this is good. and
I
the
do
tables are so
like
good.
this setup.
Yeah, yeah. And you know it'll evolve as you know
Yeah.
grind and you know keep going. That's the best
Yeah.
part, bro.
This is much more like chill setup than
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
desk. But the desk could be good sometimes too if like I'm talking to someone where I know it'll be like a more serious conversation than like beers and pen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Which probably won't.
Yeah,
be
like a more
common.
professional one.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
I totally agree.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then maybe I do the double desk setup.
Yeah, that would
be
be
a
a
good
good
move.
100%. I
I
mean,
mean,
yeah, I'm just excited to see it grow. You know, you
Yeah.
get better mics. You get, there's a really good mic that everybody uses, bro. I forget what it's called. Oh, I was thinking about getting it.
They're like
A Shure
SM,
SM
but they're all like
7B or something.
several $100.
So many, like $400 something. You know, it's like
I'm like I'm not at the point where I want to drop.
Yeah,
$50
exactly.
bucks.
But I maybe I could be tripping. I just remember. Let me look it up just to make sure.
The people who are watching this anyway, either with the shorts, they just scroll upon it, and anyone else who's like watching and commenting, we know them, so they don't care like if the audio quality's terrible. But with these mics, it is way better than it was with the original setup. We just had like the laptop there picking up the mic, and the audio was so bad, and getting these mics was a huge upgrade. So
Yeah.
it's definitely way
Like
better.
how much were these?
$50.
That's still that. Yeah, that's still a chunk.
Yeah,
They're not terrible, but
yeah,
like
it's
you know,
still
like,
a chunk.
imagine if you got like 4 of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Because
And we had
these,
that one, and we shared. I didn't have 2 mics until like Pat Pod 3 or 4 or something.
yeah,
And then I was like, all right, you know.
yeah, no, this
Imagine this whole time we were passing a mic back and
Oh my god, yeah, that'd be yeah,
forth. That's what it was like.
Yeah, no, there's the Shure, it's the Shure SM7B, and it's $600 instead of $400. Like, so imagine getting 4 of those, bro. Like, nah, no shot.
Yeah.
No shot at all.
Yeah, I'm not Joe Rogan. I'm not. Yeah. Joe Rogan's probably like, oh yeah, get like the $1,200 version of the mic, the perfect one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the top.
Yeah.
It's like a drop in the bucket. What it is.
The chat's quiet, man.
Chat is quiet.
That's how it be.
It's been a good episode.
It really has.
No, we don't have to end. I didn't know.
Yeah, no, I got you. So far,
yeah,
it's been a good episode.
we'll get lots of good shorts from those.
Yeah, just keep grinding the shorts, man. That's the way.
Their shorts are, and I gotta post it on like, I feel like I should post it on Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram, TikTok too. I don't know. I don't have a TikTok, so I don't really.
Yeah, I never really go on it, but I feel like I should.
I just
try
try
to
to
go on it.
like I already Instagram has already become sort of a problem, so I had to like. And I don't even like think about it. It's just sometimes I just click on it and then I'm just like, why am I clicking on this? And I close the app. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it just is really kind of an addiction. So then, I just try not to scroll. But yeah, Instagram and Twitter are the two that I use.
Yeah.
And Snapchat is just for literally like,
Communication.
yeah, like
Yeah.
talking to people,
Group chats.
group chats, people from high school.
Yeah.
Snapping back and
Even
forth.
Snapchat, I'll get sucked into scrolling sometimes on like those, not like the
Yeah,
stories of the
the-
people I know,
the, like,
but like the
media shit.
stories underneath.
Yeah,
and I'll
and-
see something. Oh, that some whatever golfer does whatever crazy.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let me watch this, and then it's a whole long thing. You're going through, and you get like 10.
10, yeah, that's why I stopped. Like, I use them maybe once, but every time I get an ad, it's closed.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I try not to scroll anything, because that shit really, like,
Brain rot.
exactly, well said, yeah, like, just not, like, it's good, I think, to a point, getting information and just being aware of what the, like, current landscape of society or whatever, depending on what you're following or what you're seeing, but just to see what's out there, like, to be knowledgeable about it, but, like, constantly being on it is so bad for you.
Yeah.
It's so bad for you. We waste your time. You shorten your attention span. I feel, especially if you do those shorts. Like, don't get me wrong. I think shorts aren't bad to a point, but it's just like with anything. If you're abusing it or you're not like limiting yourself, then it becomes a
Yeah.
problem. And it's
I
just-
feel like you can use
hurt yourself.
social media in a way that's like, more wise than just doom scroll.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, exactly.
Like you could spend the same amount of time if you spent the same amount of time watching YouTube videos of like podcast clips with like smart, interesting people and or whatever, like breaking points in
Yeah.
the news thing. Like you spent that amount of time. Like all the time people spend doom scrolling. If they did that, they would be like so much better off.
Oh,
you know what I
100%.
mean?
Yeah.
'Cause- and you're still like getting that fix of like
Yeah.
watching, sitting and just doing nothing, looking at your phone. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and I think it's good to chill and again like watch it or go on social media sometimes. But
Yeah.
I find like the app timers are helpful.
Yeah.
Like, put a timer for like an hour, like
Yeah.
each day or something on Instagram or whatever it is that's really
Yeah.
getting you. But
Yeah.
I just try not to get too involved with social media.
I feel like being at work is good for that because like
You're constantly busy and shit.
and even I just don't want to like sit at my desk and like be scrolling. You know what I mean? So like naturally throughout that period of time, I don't, and then when I get home, it's like
I'm just
I
chilling.
want to do other shit or whatever. Yeah.
Whenever I have downtime, it's tough. If I nothing else to do.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Then it's
Versus
just like-
before when I wasn't working, I was just here all day,
Yeah.
every day. I would be like,
Chilling,
why not
yeah.
go on for a little bit? And then you get stuck there. You never go on with the intent to
To
keep-
keep, it just happens.
You never go on for like, all right, I'm gonna have a half-hour Instagram session. You know what I mean? You're like, all right, I'm gonna look at
But
this.
I do notice that it genuinely does like shorten your attention span. You know
Yeah,
what
I
mean?
agree.
I feel like not just if I'm in a classroom or in a setting where I need to have like a long attention span or just like being focused on something for a long time. It's more of just like when if I'm watching a movie, like you get kind of bored of it quick almost. And I feel like that's a side effect of doom scrolling or just like being too invested in the shorts and everything like that. Is you
Because
just
your brain wants
your
that.
brain is just like, okay, next thing. You know what I mean? Like you just can't invest too much time, especially if it's something you've seen before or parts of something. It's just you can't. It's hard to invest in new things, but also re-experience old things. You know what I mean? Because you're just bored. You're like, okay, new. Like you just get to the point where it's just like you want something new every second instead of being able to really digest one piece of media.
You want that like constant release of dopamine.
Exactly.
Little bunch of little clicks. Just
Exactly. Next. So I try not to. Yeah, I just try not to get on it too much. It's only when I'm like really like late at night, if I'm not sleeping, or it's in these really periods of time that I find like I'm doing it too much, you know.
Yeah.
And it just it's not good for you. So anybody out there, don't doom scroll. Don't doom scroll. It's not the move.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, better habits.
No, I agree. It's especially like the For You pages and recommendeds are so accurate now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'll go on Instagram to
yeah,
search someone. When Joe Rogan was talking about like this picture he saw on someone's Instagram, like, oh, I'm gonna look at that guy's Instagram, and then I go in and I like get sucked into like I go to the search page and there's a bunch of, I'm like, oh, that one looks cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's
Thanks
really
to
tough.
them.
I mean, it's built to be addictive.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
They
So,
do that on purpose.
yeah, you really got to try to not do that, and just
Yeah.
even if you're like also meditating, huge, man,
Dude.
huge. Everybody, because it makes you just more mindful about
Yeah.
everything, dude. Everything.
I wanted to say this earlier. In the very beginning, we briefly talked about like meditation and like doing the right thing.
Yeah, remember you told me to meditate in like high school. I remember I started doing it. Yeah, this is my like origin story of meditating. And I started doing it, and it changed my senior year in like a month. I was like on such a better path.
Dude,
Grinding school way more, I had great grades, and just like it made me be able to like focus almost. It's really crazy, and it does help anxiety. I'm telling you right now, if anybody.
Totally.
But you need to really be open to it, because people say like, oh, it doesn't work for me. It works for everybody, but you just need to like genuinely
you have to, like commit to
it and really open your mind to just like focus on the task at hand. Focus on your breathing, no matter what. Like don't like be like, okay, I'm done with this. You know what I mean? Like just to really commit, and it'll change you. I'm telling you.
It really does. There's this guy Naval, and his name, like that's his name, Naval, Naval, and he talks about this meditation thing that I really want to try to do. And I did it like 1 or 2 times, but it's hard to find the time for it. He says his form of meditation isn't like necessarily sitting there focusing on your breath. It's just sitting there and doing nothing, like sitting like on your porch or wherever, in your bedroom, on your bed, and just sit there for an hour
and think about,
just think, and like the first 15-30 minutes is just chatter about, oh, what am I gonna have for dinner?
Exactly. Yeah.
And then after that, you start like really having like better. I don't know.
Clearer thoughts almost.
Yeah, like
that's
clearer
interesting.
thoughts.
Yeah, I
and
really thought
thinking
about that.
the more
That's
like
true.
important stuff. But he says you need to do it an hour a day for 60 days to really like
feel the effects.
Get
almost.
the like full benefit of it. He says it's like clearing out, like your brain really is just like an inbox with 1,000 things constantly like,
building
bouncing
up.
around. Yeah. And he says it's like
that's
just like
true,
clearing
bro.
it all out. And it really it does
clarity.
make sense.
Yeah. That's an interesting way. I never really thought about that, because I mean it is a form of meditation.
Yeah, you always think of meditation
as just like follow the breath, like always think about the breath.
Yeah.
If you stray off of it, and then I think, and I believe that's like good for someone that's learning to meditate. But yeah, the next step would be to just fully let your brain just go, you know, and even and I you know, if you ever think about someone that's in isolation or something, you're pretty much forced to do that. Now I think there's a point where it's like not healthy.
That would be
not healthy, but
imagine being a solitary confinement.
But like your brain is you're forced to just be a victim of, you know, your own head, you know, and whatever you think about, you have to face.
Yeah.
There's no running away.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I wonder if there's ever been people who like
Come
get
out
put
of
in
that.
solitary confinement and they just try to meditate all.
Oh,
like,
100%.
I wonder if you would go like I feel like you would definitely go crazy if you were just sitting there thinking, pacing around all day. But and even though this would be hard and kind of crazy if you got nothing else to do, like
I would
really
always
just sit there and try to focus on your breath
all day
long.
You
like,
eat like
would
when
you
you
crazy?
eat.
I don't think like how you. I don't,
See, now that's
Would you
yeah.
become,
Like
like,
I
a
think
light?
meditation would be your like kind of light in a storm almost. You know what I mean? Like that was what would keep you grounded, because maybe you meditate for 8 hours and then you know you have obviously a dinner break. They just open the fucking hatch, dinner through. You know? maybe that's when you stop. You eat. You like think about other stuff. Like okay, this is where I am. This is what we're doing. Let's keep going. And then back into meditation immediately. Focus on your breath. You know.
Guards walk away. You dig at the ground with a spoon.
Yeah. You start plotting your escape plan and shit. Yeah. No, but yeah, just definitely like I think focusing that would also give you more clarity, because who knows what you would
your mind would have to stray from breathing at some point. You know, you couldn't constantly
Yeah.
be thinking about breathing, but you could always get back to like, okay, let me focus on my breath.
Yeah.
And I wonder what your mind would think about, whether it would be like, maybe I shouldn't have done those things. Think about what got you to that point. You think
Yeah.
about how maybe that could have been different. Maybe you hallucinate. You know,
Yeah.
who knows, bro?
And like,
You know.
yeah, even like if you meditate, especially like if you smoke before and meditate, you can get to like some
Yeah, no.
crazy like psychedelic.
Oh, I
visual
believe that.
Type of
Yeah,
things,
you're
you know?
really baked and you're sitting there with your
Yeah.
eyes closed and.
Or even if not, just like if you do it for like 15, 20 minutes, like it's crazy.
Oh, I totally agree.
I do feel like
It's
God.
healthy. It's just really
Yeah,
healthy to let
yeah.
your brain. You know,
I
go.
feel like those like psychedelic visuals though is like a type of thing that you like unlock. Like before I ever like tripped, I feel like I shouldn't say that.
Oh,
It's
really?
like,
Yeah, I agree.
like you don't know what those visuals are like, so you never think about it. But then I remember thinking like after I did for the first time, when I would smoke, I would see those same type of visuals, but I never saw them before
Yeah.
I tripped. So it's like my brain didn't know it was a thing, and then saw it, and now it can recreate slight aspects of it
I see. Okay,
afterwards
yeah.
that it wouldn't have before
because
it
it
wasn't
we
exposed.
saw. Yeah, no, I totally agree. And
And
it's the
maybe
same thing.
meditating
Yeah.
is like the same type of
I
thing.
think,
like
yeah,
your body
and
can
the
access
longer-
that state easier.
Yeah. The longer you meditate, the more the effects are. Like,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah. What would you
Like
see
how
if
long-
you did it all day?
Yeah, like how
All
long do
day
you
for-
normally
every day for a
meditate if you do?
year. Not long, like 10,
15 minutes.
15 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, the
But every
longest.
now and then I'll do like 20 minutes if
Yeah.
I like have a bunch of time. You know. What I
Yeah,
mean?
20 minutes, like what I used to do. And I haven't meditated in a minute, but
Yeah.
I really am trying to get back to it. What I used to do is I would wake up before school, so like an hour before, and
Yeah.
then meditate for like 20 minutes, and then get up and get ready for my day, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
do all my shit.
I always find it hard in the morning because I'm like tired. You know what I mean? I feel like I need to do something for a little bit. or
To like
other-
wake yourself up.
Yeah. Otherwise, I like doze back off
Okay.
into it.
Yeah, that would,
But that's just me.
yeah,
you
no,
know?
I was the same way in terms of like you would almost fall asleep again, but I wouldn't fall asleep. Like I would be awake, but I would still be hazy. You know what I mean? Like when
Yeah.
you first wake up. But I wouldn't fully fall asleep, and my mind would just be super clear, like
Yeah.
in general. And then I would be like, and now it's wake. Like the timer would go off, or the guided
Yeah.
meditation would be done, and then it's like okay, and then I come back to everything.
Yeah.
And it's like all right, let's do it.
It does
So
feel
it was
good
like
when
a-
you open your eyes and you're like, all right.
Yeah,
we're back."
exactly. And that was sort of like re-waking up
Yeah.
almost. You know what I mean?
There's this Rick Rubin, I think is his name,
Heard of
the
him.
producer. He's got like a podcast. He's friends with like Andrew
Yeah,
Huberman and
yeah,
all this
yeah.
stuff. He was talking about this meditation thing. It's really good too because it like pairs in with the breathing. But he says just like feel everything that's going on in your body, like your breath, feel the breath, but then also like got like a slight itch over there.
Yeah,
I
everything.
feel like the friction of the carpet pushing the skin,
The
on bottom of
temperature.
my feet's back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Feel the collar of my sweatshirt on my wrist. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like random shit like that, and like in sync with the breath. And then it's almost, I don't necessarily want to say easier, but like as opposed to just focusing on your breath, where considering any deviation from that like bad and going back to the breath, like you can think like just focusing on the other parts of your body gives you like relief from feeling like I can't think of anything else.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So there's not like that little friction of I can't think of anything else because I should be thinking about my breath.
I
So
see.
you
I
can
see.
think about other stuff.
Like, okay, yeah,
but
like
it's
take- like
but
kind
it
of-
still contributes to like the meditation.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like
You know
taking
what I mean?
assessing your body, how you're feeling and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I totally
yeah.
agree. That definitely is a part of meditation.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of taking in every sense and everything that's in
Yeah,
your environment.
totally.
Yeah.
And if you focus on your breath for a while, it like kind of comes naturally. Like
Oh,
you feel
yeah,
the
I
other
totally
stuff.
agree.
Yeah.
No, it's a healthy. I think everybody should try it. Even
Yeah.
because I know a lot of people will do it once or twice. And be
Yeah.
like, it doesn't. I just can't. It's not for me. It's like,
Yeah.
just commit. Just commit.
Totally.
Trust me, and just try it. It'll
Totally.
benefit you. You know.
I saw this video online of like, it was some guy and he had like two kids who were like 7 and 4 or whatever, and he like taught him to meditate, and the kids would like meditate all the time, and he would like find them in their room
Just
like, meditating the 2 kids.
That's
yeah.
awesome, dude.
And whenever they were like fighting or whatever, they would just like
Start
go to
meditating.
different rooms and meditate. Yeah,
I mean, dude, that's awesome. I mean,
Yeah,
you know, wise from a young age. you know
yeah,
what I mean?
exactly.
Yeah.
Like those kids are gonna feel great as they grow up.
We got one viewer. Who is it?
Yeah, who's the one viewer?
What's in-
We can't
who's in
see,
here?
I
I know you're cooking up a good comment in here. Let's see it. Oh, fuck, shit.
Damn. I wonder if any of those viewers, I mean, what are
Like the
the
ones that
odds
comes
this
and
not-
go.
Maybe, what are the odds that it shows up in some random person's feed in some random
It's
spot?
like,
It just says like
the more you
live
do
video,
it, the
you
more
know
it'll
what
be
I mean?
there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They
The
just
more it'll
pop
have
in
a
there
chance.
like, what the fuck are they talking about? And then
Hop out. Yeah, totally agree. No, I think
oh,
that's
this is just some random
probable.
podcast.
Yeah, probable. Very, very probable. I mean, and this looks official. Like this,
It does look-
fuck that. This is official.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? So it's like people are you'll attract people the more
Yeah.
you just put
I
yourself
think
out
we'll
there,
get some
bro.
good shorts from this.
Yeah, I think YouTube.
Although, fuck, I don't let this hopefully isn't in like the top of above your head every time. I should have that be small.
It's alright.
That's whatever.
Every time, yeah, exactly. You know,
Yeah, that's like bigger. I always
You can
feel like the camera's
small.
bigger
Make
than-
you can make it smaller. You just drag it in and just.
Well,
forward to
yeah, but then
screen.
the bottom
yeah will be.
is black. You know, like if I had it the right width.
Yeah, you can't put it that's right length. Like
Yeah, like it's not like.
Yeah, something like
I guess the camera. Yeah, like the. Yeah, you see what I mean?
that. Yeah,
But I'd rather have it be the full height. Than,
totally agree. Yeah. Then the.
It's like hard to see. The TV
Yeah, just
picture
use
is
that.
weird.
Yeah, it's definitely a little. I mean, it's. Yeah, it's not necessarily bad, but it's not as clear as obviously. I feel like your laptop is.
Yeah, I agree. And when I'll just unplug this for a sec, it's a lot clearer when it's not plugged into HDMI. Like you see, like look at the laptop and see like the letters and shit.
Yeah.
And then if I unplug this,
Oh, it completely.
it'll be a lot more clear.
Oh wow! Holy shit! Yeah.
See what I mean? How
Yeah.
much more clear the letters are and shit.
Yeah, because it's not like projecting it.
I get. Yeah, for whatever reason, it makes it worse quality. Let me play some. Yeah, especially with like these letters, like the Patpon number. Yeah,
Perfect.
so much fuzzier.
Yeah.
But then, like, your eyes kind of get used to it as you look.
Yeah,
at
it's
it,
not
so-
terrible. Like,
no,
it's
no,
still
it's
like
not terrible.
yeah.
Yeah.
So. Oh yeah, man. Almost hitting 3 hours, 4
Yeah.
minutes.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck
You want to call it at the 3 hour mark?
yeah. Yeah, let's do it. It's already 1 a.m.
Yeah, it's just thinking.
Great pod,
This
dude.
is a
Great
really
pod.
good
There's got to be some. There's got to be some clips.
Yeah,
in here, you know what I mean?
I think there's definitely gonna be good clips in here.
We'll see.
I wish afterwards I could just run it and get the clips right away because I always want to see, but it's
takes time. Doesn't it take like
takes
20
like
minutes
20
to like?
minutes for it to
Yeah.
upload to the website, and then it needs to like run the it's like, okay, choose which file you want to run through the program, and then
Yeah.
you choose it, and it's such a big thing. It takes 20 minutes to get there, and then it runs through the program, and that takes like another 20 minutes.
Yeah. No.
But tomorrow I'll look it up for sure.
Yeah, I mean when you have. the
I'll
time
run
for
it tomorrow morning, and then
Oh, just let it sit or whatever.
yeah, and then yeah.
Shout out to our sponsors. Our future sponsors,
Yeah.
Deer Park,
Deer Park, Stateside Vodka
Stateside.
Soda, and
Corona.
Corona.
Corona Light right now, but Corona anytime,
Yeah.
Corona Extra. Shout out.
shout out Blossom
Also
Pod,
Prime.
Prime,
Not affiliated
yeah,
by any of these companies,
Yeah.
but
Prime sponsorship.
hopefully one day we'll get sponsors by these guys. You
Yeah.
know.
Who knows?
Blossom Pod is growing.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed. Future listeners. I'm gonna
Future
go piss.
listeners, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know, one day this podcast is gonna blow up, and then you're gonna have a bunch of people go back and watch all your old pods and be like, "Whoa, look at him
Yeah.
grow!" Like,
Cancel.
so what did yeah, that's so true. You will leave for a year, you'll
Yeah.
come back, and you'll
Your
be fine.
face would say,
"Yeah."
"This guy's so cancer."
Yo, that's a throwback, bro.
Yeah, it is a throwback.
Hell
No, yeah, and that's the good thing about the pod is like, even at the very least, no one ever watches it, it's just fun to do because you have good
Yeah.
conversations, and two, like when I'm older, I'll think
Biggest
like,
thing,
man,
right.
I miss the times I could just go back and I wish I could go back and just chill with the boys. Like,
Yeah,
when I'm like
watch
60 or whatever.
Totally
like,
agree with you, man. Who knows what
unless
it'll be
something
like with
catastrophic happens with the world.
you. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Be able to look back on.
Yeah, as long like I'll have
Videos, yeah.
I have an external hard drive with just all clips, like gaming clips from like
I should get one of
2020
those.
to fucking now, and it's just like so many. It's like a terabyte. You know what I mean? Of
Yeah.
just data.
Totally.
It's crazy.
Totally. And that would, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It'd be such a good thing. Look back.
Yeah, exactly.
One
That's
viewer
it.
now.
Hey,
Viewer,
man.
say your name.
Yeah, we got-
We can't see the viewer.
You got 25 seconds, and we're ending the pod. Okay.
We got to give them longer because.
Yeah, for real. See, so why can't you see participants?
I don't know.
It never showed up.
Well, that's the thing. When there's like one viewer and you look and it says participants and there's no viewer, you think,
Oh, it's
it
just
must
you.
be, yeah, and participants must just be like the people active in the stream. But then if there's like when we would do Blossom Pod, if we had like 5 or 6 viewers, it would say some of the viewers here, but not all of them. And like someone would be in and text us that they're in the thing,
But it
but
wouldn't
it doesn't show that they're there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll give them like another
yeah, you're tuning in
At
late
the-
into the pod.
3. Are we at
Person.
3 hours 2 minutes?
been
Is that
all-
what it says, or is that 3:00?
3 minutes and 30 seconds. Or
Good.
not 3 minutes. I'm tripping, dude. 3 hours.
Yeah.
It's been a while. Sorry.
We'll give them like another half a minute.
Yeah.
So
I wonder
that's
how
enough
long is
time.
the delay? A minute.
I don't know. I feel like it varies because sometimes it'll be like 20 seconds, other times it'll be more, other times I don't know. It's inconsistent. And also I think that number is just wrong sometimes. So
Possibly. Very, very possible.
or maybe it's a stranger who we don't know.
Just
They don't
staring at
come
us
up
like-
with their name.
Watching it. No, I mean all love. If you're a stranger.
Yeah,
Welcome
all
to the
love,
pod.
yeah.
Welcome to subscribe.
Yeah,
Drink your part.
yeah. People say avoid strangers, but everyone's a stranger until you meet them.
Exactly.
All your friends used
I
to
mean,
be
I'm not gonna say
strangers.
everybody's good because everybody's not, but
Yeah, true.
you know,
That's very true. Yeah. Alrighty, well,
3 minute in,
yeah.
you're gonna catch the ending.
Alright, one viewer. Silent, stay in peace.
Have a good night,
Yeah.
day.